Hey guys, welcome back to a live stream. Tonight is the Carabao Cup fourth round draw, the last 16 Newcastle. We are in the draw tonight, so I can't wait. There's build up, a couple of hours before the draws on, a couple of hours where I can talk to you and build up soon Newcastle gets tonight, and we can just have a nice little chat. So welcome back, guys. We've already got about 100 people in here, so a lot of people are eager for the draw tonight, and so it should be, because tonight we've got quite a good chance of getting a good draw, because, well, 3 of the big 6 is already out, with the possibility of Manchester United joining them out tonight. So, it's a good time to be a Newcastle fan, shall we say. But bear me just a moment, guys. I'm making sure that everything's set up properly. I believe we're live. I'm pretty sure we are live, so let me know in the chat if you can hear me. So, yeah, I quickly got like my social media pages, making sure that the word is out there. And I'm just glad we're in this draw tonight, that's all, because we were that close to losing the penalty shootout yesterday. Thank God Nick Pope was in our goal. So yeah, tonight is a good night, and we should be buzzing for this one, because, well, as I said before, we probably will get a good draw. But no one, look, it's going to be Man City, and that's going to be the worst case scenario. But I believe one now. I'm going to get the comments starting to pop up on the screen to make sure we get that sorted. So first one here is we've got so much from Miggy, come back Atlanta. A lucky lad. He's asked to keep. He's not going anywhere. Up the mags. Hello, Patrick. Up the mags indeed. Up the mags. Hopefully we don't get a draw with Man City. Yeah, I think everyone's going to be saying that one tonight. The draw is after the game, not before. I mean, cheers for that, Chris. I mean, listen, lad, it's my job to know this information. But I think I know when the draw is on. Thank you for telling me, though. Hello, Dylan. You all right? James Maddison at Newcastle. We'll talk about Newcastle's transfers in a bit. Maddison is one that, I expect Newcastle to go back in for a January time. I'm quite intrigued to see if he plays for England. He got called up today. I still generally think he won't play for England. I've got a feeling that it's almost like the pressure against Southgate to put him in the team. I don't see Maddison really playing at the World Cup, to be honest. I hope he does, though. I think he deserves to call up. I'm glad he's been called up, but I still think Southgate won't play him. That's just sort of dwells in the back of my mind. I've been waiting all day for this, Phil. Thank you, Dylan. I'm glad you've been waiting all day for this. I appreciate it. Hashtag cans indeed. I've got to stay professional tonight. I'm on the Pepsi Max. Of course, I've got my little Coke glass here. I would drink. I would drink normally, but unfortunately, I've got to stay professional. You know, I can't be a bad influence to you guys. That's all I'm gonna say. And of course, I'm in Saudi Arabia next month for Newcastle. We're supposed to also can't drink in Saudi, so I'm glad I get that mindset sorted now. I get off the drink. Please, Cup gods, yeah. I just hope tonight it's not Man City. If it's Man City, I'm going to be going to sleep tonight in a very bad mood. So just don't do it. Just don't do it at all. So who's playing? We've got Manchester United versus Villa on now. I believe I'm going to actually stick on the TV so I can watch the game. Of course, Brad Getty's starting for them. Newcastle's current player. I don't see him staying, to be honest, but he is playing tonight for Manchester United. I think it's the first time he started. I didn't remember me from the Palace game. I try my best to remember people, but I'll be honest, lad, my memory's pretty bad. So apologies. But I think I do recognise you. Obviously, I do adore my audience, shall we say. But yeah, I'm just double checking that this is on my social media pages. That definitely put it on my Instagram. I believe it's on my Twitter as well. So yeah, bear with me just a moment, guys, and I'll get the TV on. We'll talk you through the Manchester United game. And afterwards, we've got that cup draw. So stick your questions down below. I'm going to quickly get sorted with the TV now. Oh, God, I love the cup game. I missed the last cup draw, of course, because Newcastle had... who do we have again? We had Tranmere Rovers away, didn't we? So obviously the draw was as soon as that game ended. That's way too loud again. There we go. Sorry about that. So yeah, tonight it's actually good to be on. I had a feeling for some reason that the draw was on yesterday, so thankfully it's not. And here we are. But anyway, while I'm getting the channel on, we'll get through some of your comments now. RMP. Hello, Joel. You alright, Joel? Welcome to the stream. So yeah, I'm going to check on the viewer figures throughout as well. I'm pretty sure at this minute it'll be all my subscribers in now, but later on we'll probably get some new viewers in. So yeah, obviously first impressions, got to look my best foot. But yeah, the EFL Cup's on Sky Sports main event, so we stick that on now. Yeah, well, they've got the game on in the background. We'll start reading for some of your comments. Aye, Adam P. Alright, peace. Hello. Welcome. We've got Chesney is that. Hello, Adam lad. Alright. How long are you gonna be live for, lad? Well, the draw's in about, well, it depends on this game. It's about 2 hours the draw, so yeah, probably about 2.5 hours. So it'll be a bit of a long nighter, but that's the thing. I don't live stream much, so obviously when I do live stream, I kind of want to make at least decently length, so people who want to contact me or just send a message or something, I can answer them. Because I'm not the best to reply to people, I'll be honest. I'm going to sound like a bit of a dick here, but I get a lot of messages, so obviously it's a bit of a nightmare for me to get back to you. I'm trying to get a lot better on my YouTube comments. I've started to apply a lot more of them, but still, obviously, on a daily basis, I get so many comments, so it's quite hard to get back to you. So yeah, apologies if I do blank you. But I do generally read your comments, by the way. I don't just ignore you. Go on, Shagger. You know it, Joe. You know it. Top lad, Adam P. Hello, Mitchie. You right? Adam, you're a legend. Thank you, Max. Am I a legend? I'll let you guys make the comments on that. Adam, please say hi, Jack. Hello there, Jack. Some length on you, kid. Well, I mean, you just point out the obvious there, Matthew, you know. But thank you. Yes, I've read your comment before. I wouldn't be surprised if we get Brighton, Dan Burn, Dash for connections. Might be interested we do. I mean, Brighton, to be fair, ever since Graham Potter, of course, kind of jumped ship to Chelsea, they've been quite good, Brighton. I still think at some point they will drop off, but ultimately they've still been quite consistent, and of course they're in the top 8 at the minute. So, yeah, I think Brighton have had a good season so far, but I still, as I said there, I still expect them at some point to start dropping off. And ultimately, Newcastle top 8, I think they're going to be guaranteed top 8 this season. I think they'll be drop out of top 8, considering we're 9 points clear of it at the minute. I think would be a massive sort of disappointment for us. So it might sound a bit egotistical there, but I expect Newcastle to get European football this season just due to how good we've been. Hello, mate, up the mags. Hope you get Blackburn. I mean, there's quite a lot of teams that you can get. I know MK Dons are still in there. I'm going to get the teams up now. That's what I like to Joe in a minute. There's a lot of teams in there tonight that you really want. So yeah, I'm going to quickly get up the 16 teams now, so I'm actually aware of them. But tonight, there's so many different teams you want to get. I mean, for Newcastle, it's almost like cherry picking. So there's a lot of teams now where you want to get. There's only about 3 or 4 teams that you wouldn't want. There's a lot of them in there that are quite nice draws. So obviously, fingers crossed when you get one of them. But I'm sure you will. But anyway, I'm going to quickly get the 16 teams up now. I'll get back to your comments in just a moment, guys. So we've got Carabao Cup draw. And it should tell me the 16 teams here. So yeah, as far as I'm aware, obviously MK Dons, I know they're still in it. Like sort of Nottingham Forest, obviously they got quite a big win yesterday against Tottenham, but there's still a team you kind of want to get. For me though, I don't want a Premier League team. I want a team that's in a different league. Hopefully in the away match. I think I prefer the away games, just more exciting, I would say. But yeah, an away game where it's just a random team. Just be a bit of fun. But there we go. I think I've got it here. But anyway, guys, put your comments down below. I'll get back to you in just a moment. I'm just getting these 16 teams up now. I'm also going to quickly check how the video is doing as well. But if you guys, of course, haven't smashed that like button yet, make sure to do so. The build-up's only just begun. We're going to get onto it shortly, but the build-up has just begun. But yeah, I'll be literally about 20 seconds, guys. I'm quite literally just sorting out this little bit here. The computer has been really crap lately. I don't know what's going on here. I think someone's been downloading a lot of adult content in this house, so it just seems to be really slow today. I don't know why that is. But yeah, as for the teams, we've got Bournemouth. You would want Bournemouth, Leicester. Not the easiest team, but again, you would want Leicester. Charlton, you definitely want MK Dons. You definitely want Burnley. You'd want Lincoln City, Gillingham Forest. You would want those 3. Blackburn, you would want Wolves. I mean, not the easiest team, but again, you would probably want them. Southampton, I mean, Newcastle would want them. Brighton are one of the better teams there, but again, it's the kind of team that you wanted. I mean, some of the teams in this are crazy. That I can't believe these teams that are in it. A lot of these teams, you would fancy Newcastle against the majority of them. So, yeah, we've got to be very unlucky tonight if we get a draw that doesn't go in our favour. So, we'll see how that goes. But anyway, we're going to get some of your comments back up now. Apologies there. That's it. Top man, you, Pearson. Thank you very much, Berry. Thank you for that. We got Bruno in the middle. Yes, we do. He knows exactly what we need. Bopping at the back. Isaac and attack. Newcastle's going to win the Premier League. Of course we are. Of course we are. I don't know if any of you guys seen the team photo yesterday. Of course, everyone gets that team photo. Everyone's celebrating after the game. You just see how depressed Bruno is after missing his pen. Now, for example, as well, I seen his Twitter post yesterday where he put like 2 or 3 paragraphs out about his penalty miss. Now, I know obviously it's not ideal miss the pen, but I mean, just calm down, Bruno. It was at the end of the world. We still went through. I mean, I couldn't believe his reaction from that. I get it. It's very, of course, upsetting for him, but we won the game, man. Relax, Bruno. Relax, son. It's just, right, Adam. Hello, Aaron. Hello, Dave. We can play anyone tune. I like your confidence. I don't want City, though. I do not want City. Adam P is one of our own. Thank you, Liam. Predictions and who we would draw. I'm hoping it's MK Dons. I think MK Dons would just be a laugh, to be honest. I really hope it's MK Dons. It's just one of those teams where it just sounds hilarious. Why is my computer so slow tonight? This is crazy. Hello, Adam. Hello, Jude. What's this Diaby to Newcastle now? He's a bit of a harder one because in the summer he, of course, said that he wanted to stay at Leverkusen. Now, I haven't seen how he got on this season yet. I need to kind of research into that. But whether he changes his mind or not, I'm not too sure. But at the start of the season, he said he was going nowhere. So it's going to take a little bit of convincing for him. But I mean, Newcastle, I expect to get a couple of top-level players in that next window due to the fact where we're on the table. It's in the club's best interest to kind of invest heavy now because let's say we don't get top 8 this season, it's going to be a lot harder next season because you've got the likes of Liverpool who, of course, have a current takeover which might go through for them. That happens, they're spending hundreds of millions of pounds next season. Of course, Manchester City need to spend hundreds of millions anyway, so that's always going to be an issue with them. And the competition-wise, it's going to be probably harder next season. So Newcastle, we've got to get European football as early as possible just to put us in that pedestal. And it's in our best interest to hit that now. So, yes, I think Newcastle will spend heavily in the window. You got Leicester tickets yet, pal? No, I haven't actually. I haven't managed to get one yet. So I haven't got 120 points, unfortunately. Hello, the Mags. Hello there. Buzzing for the Chelsea game, 5:30 under the floodlights. Is it 5:30 or was it 3 o'clock one? Is it? I didn't know it was 5:30, to be honest. My bad. Yeah, that'll be a good one. Final game. Bit nervy. It's a very big 6-pointer for Newcastle. We beat them. We're third above Chelsea. We'll kind of put them in the crap, really. So that's quite an important game. I mean, it's doable. It is doable. Of course, Brighton beat them 4-1 2 weeks ago, so it's definitely doable. I think Graham Potter at the minute seems to be going through quite a patchy spell at Chelsea. So if we can finish off with 3 points against them, my word, it's been an incredible start of the season. But it's not an easy game at all. That's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. Will Callum Wilson play at the World Cup? Would he play? He might play against Iran. That's about it. I'm not sure if he'll be Southgate's number 2 striker. I don't know exactly where his ranking in the system would be. We'll see. That's all I'm going to say, really. Honestly, what is going on my computer, Dave? My computer is slow. I don't know what is going on here. My dad's been up the naughty stuff. I don't know what is going on here. Up the foxes. Yeah, Leicester went on it. I wouldn't mind Leicester, to be fair, actually. Obviously, I kind of don't want to get them. I don't want any Premier League team because we're already playing this twice this season. But, I mean, I wouldn't mind Leicester, to be fair. Obviously, we've had quite a poor season in their eyes. Southgate is racist, whatever it's tomorrow. I mean, it's a bit extreme, to be honest. Yes, Tomori probably should have got a call, but I don't think Southgate's a racist, to be honest. I think it's probably a bit too much, lad. Callum Wilson off the Qatar, me and Madeira has. Yes, it has. What a geezer. What a guy. Yes, I'm quite happy he's going to Qatar. He deserved it. And for Wilson as well, he's about 32 now. It's his last kind of chance, really, to get to the World Cup. So I'm buzzing he's deserved it. Of course, under Steve Bruce, under the club's previous regime, he was still banging double figures in, despite the fact that we were crap, defensive, negative. We didn't strive to be better. And he deserves it. He does honestly deserve it. So I'm buzzing for him. I'm very happy for him. And yeah, what a guy. And I'm trying to get through your comments, guys, but my computer is running like arse today. I don't know what is going on with this computer. It's actually running like complete arse. So we've got our first donation of the stream. Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Links. European away games with Adam P next year. Yeah. Oh. the thing is, right, if it's the Conference League, so if we hit 7th, 8th place, some of the countries you go to is mad. If you go to Luxembourg, there's really obscure places, obscure teams. It's going to be crazy. I'll be going into clubs and all sorts. I mean, my words. Some of those countries, it's going to be, I mean, face to face. It's going to be hands on. Oh my word! It's going to be. Some of the matches will be crazy. That's all I'm going to say. So yeah, fingers crossed I don't get murdered over there. But I'm looking forward to it. To be fair, it's going to cost a lot of money, but I'm going to strategically place my money across. We're going to get all the games done. So yeah, can't wait for that one. But anyway, guys, if you obviously haven't read your comment, I'll just put it in again because there's just so many comments are going to be missing out quite a lot here. So apologies. So yeah, Nick Pope in the middle of our goal. Nick Pope. That guy, honestly, the best £10 million we'll spend on a player. I can't get out how good Nick Pope is. He's quality. He's such an obvious sign as well. For some reason, I didn't predict Newcastle sign Nick Pope. I mean, why not? It's just such an obvious signing. Burnley's relegated. He has to move elsewhere if he wants to play for England. It was just such an obvious Dan Ashworth sign. How do I not predict a sign like that? I don't know what to say, to be honest. Crazy, just crazy. Why is my computer running like, oh, this is actually annoying me now. What is going on today? Wow. What's going on here? But it's just mental. I'm very happy where we're at. We've lost once in about 4 months. It's crazy. It is crazy. And the only time we lost as well was a 98th minute BS winner against Liverpool. So it's fair to say our standards are very high now. We've got the best standards going. No team out there that can match Newcastle at the minute, I would say. Now, but let's get too carried away. I've been very happy with our start so far. As for the World Cup break, I've seen a lot of people be quite disappointed with the World Cup break, saying it's a bad time for Newcastle, got this momentum going. But honestly, for me, I don't mind it. I think it's good to have the break. I think for Newcastle itself, at some point we're going to lose a match, and I think we'll probably have a little bit of a dodgy stint. But no, I generally think now the World Cup break, I'm just glad to have a little bit of a break, to be honest. I know the World Cup's weird with it being at winter time, but ultimately, I'm excited for it. I think England's a bit of an unknown entity due to the fact of how bad we've been in the Nations League, and in general, we're just being a bit tosh, to be honest. So I'm looking forward to it. I generally am looking forward to it. So yeah, get back to your comments now. As for the Man U game, we are currently 15 minutes in. Nothing's going on, to be honest. I think Man U look like a bit more of an aggressive side, but ultimately, it's a bit of a bad game. And speaking of bad games, that one yesterday for Newcastle, thank God we won. Didn't enjoy that game much. So I thought Newcastle, it was, I would say, a little disappointing. I mean, for example, Eddie Howe, of course, in the press conference, so we'll get to see him live in the press conference. He came out yesterday and he was saying how disappointed he was with the performance, but he was defending his players, saying it's understandable when you got all these matches on. We played so well throughout the season. It was like an okay game. Yeah, I think he said, as far as I remember, I think he said we deserved the win, but it was just a bad game. So yeah, I agreed with what you said yesterday. But it's all, we've got a joke in the chat here. Bruno's coming City, mate. That's a knee slapper. Listen, lad, he ain't going nowhere. He's not going to Man City or all that. Nah, he's staying here. He's staying here. That's a good joke, that one. You want Isaac Hayden, Barry? I think Isaac Hayden's still on loan at Newcastle, so you want him next season. I'm sure we can put some arrangement in for Isaac Hayden to go to Man City, but listen, lad, Bruno. That's a good one. I like that one. He ain't going nowhere. That's this, yeah. I was in your video, Newcastle women versus Barnsley. Nice one, obviously. We are returning on the 27th of November. Against Bradford City, if I remember correctly. So I'll be back soon with the women's team. What's this? Adam P. Can you say hi, Liam? Liam there. Hello there. But I thank you for the £1.80 donation. Appreciate it, pal. And we've got another donation in the chat here. I get through all your comments, guys. Obviously, it's about 400 watching at the minute. So it's quite hard to get through a lot of yours. Dan Burner over Maguire. What has he done this season to help earn a praise? Well, but Dan Burner's a tricky one because, yes, he is a centre-half, but for Eddie Howe, he's played left-back pretty much the full season. And for me, I think he did deserve a call-up, but ultimately, obviously, I'm a bit biased. And of course, the way Southgate plays, he plays with a 5 back. I've got no idea how Dan Burn would be at a wing back. I imagine he would do quite a good job. And obviously, with the injuries, I like to Ben Chilwell as well. I thought it was quite a good opportunity. He did have an outside chance of getting in, but ultimately, I think it's the fact he's never been called up before was kind of one of Gareth Southgate's ultimate decisions in not picking him. I mean, it's kind of our advantage, to be fair, because, well, that means he can't get injured now for England. And, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. Obviously, I'm a little bit good for him. I think he did deserve it. But I think Wilson was the big one to get him because this is his final chance to get him. And obviously, Pope and Trippier, those two are always going to get in, to be honest. So those two were just without a doubt for me. But, yeah, I think he probably did deserve it. But I'm not too fussed about it, really, to be honest. Newcastle going well deserved back in Europe. Yeah, deserved top 8. Yeah, definitely. I think Newcastle statistically are the best team outside the big 6. So do we deserve to be a top 8 side? Of course we do. So yes, I agree with that. Most uninteresting World Cup ever. So hard to get excited for. I mean, you say that now. Just wait until the Premier League's over and done with. Wait a week or so. The build-up will begin. I think the World Cup, once it's on, you got America, Wales, almost derbies for England. We can't stand America and Wales. So once it begins, I think it will get exciting. Just for now, though, I can understand with the Premier League on it. It's nothing. It's just weird. It's weird to get used to, but I am genuinely excited for it. I bought my England top today. I'll be getting a shirt printed once the actual shirt numbers come out. But for now, I can understand. But just give it a week or so, you will get excited for it. What's this? Pope Nick. Yeah, Pope Nick, yeah. Do you play FIFA? Yes, I do. I have quite a decent squad, actually. I've got De Bruyne, Van Dijk, some key Premier League players. I'll be getting the player month and once more. He's been confirmed as the player of the month. So, yeah, pretty much people at the training ground today, for some reason, have been leaking photographs of his player of the month card. 85 rated. Looks very good. So, I'm looking forward to completing him tomorrow. And he'll be going straight into my team. So, yeah, Almiron, player of the month. Play like Almiron, Greenish said. Don't worry, I will play like Almiron. We're going to win all the games tomorrow. Pick with the one and only Adam Peter Chamio away. Well done, Cardi. Very lucky there. But, yeah, thank you for that. Trippier and Pope going to tell Greenish to play Almiron and Quito. I mean, Greenish hasn't been bad the last couple of games, to be fair. But obviously, statistically wise, I think he scored once this season. So, obviously, a lot of people are kind of digging into him. And his comments in general are just obviously stupid. And so I'd say, I mean, why do that? He just won the Premier League. How many goals do you think Almiron finishes with? So, what, he's on 8 at the minute. And I think he should be guaranteed double figures, really. I expect to score at least 2 more. For me, I'd probably say about 14, 15, which is a very, very good return for him. The thing is, as well, Harden at the minute's already scored 17 or 18 or something. It's just crazy. Any other season, Almiron would have a good chance of winning the Golden Boot, but unfortunately, Haaland breathes in this league, and yeah, you don't stand a chance. That guy is just a robot. But yeah, unfortunately for Almiron, don't ever see him winning the Golden Boot, but I think he could get 15 goals this season, which obviously for him, 15 goals for Almiron, yum, 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 I'll do that. Now, one problem that Almiron actually has been is that he's got a release clause in his contract, so he's actually got his £60 million release clause. It sounds crazy because we bought him for 20 million, but I generally think someone might activate that in the summer if he keeps scoring goals. I generally think some team out there, I don't know, be a Premier League team or I don't know, like a Barcelona or just something stupid like that, but I generally think a team out there will pay £60 million for him because, I mean, stat-wise, he's up there if he keeps scoring. He really is up there. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But just saw you on TV, Adam. Well, of course, Tom. That's just a normal thing these days, Tom. Of course. But yeah, I'm going to take it. That was the Southampton game. I was right at the front row. Obviously, I was next to the lads with their tops off. I mean, who would take their top off a game? You know, how silly could he be? I mean, who would do that? I mean, I don't know anyone would do that. But it's back in the old days, I played football at college with this legend, won the cup here with my madam yesterday. So I remember that. My final ever 11-a-side game, I had the captain's armband on. I walked on the pitch, walked off the pitch, silverware in my hands. Listen, I retired at that point. I hung the boots up. I have won silverware, and I expect that mentality to go into Newcastle. They're going to win silverware as well. So, yeah, there's a lot of facts for you. I haven't been a fan of the channel for long. I have won. I played one cup final and I've won it, so I've got 100% final record. I mean, just elite mentality, elite mentality. So Newcastle January transfer news, last rumours. There's not really much at the minute. Now, behind the scenes, you want to ship, we will be working our horses off right now. They'll be planning stuff out now. But the thing is, with the World Cup on, they've got to look at the World Cup as well. They can't really say we're going to buy this player and how we're going to buy that player, because they could get into the World Cup. It could be amazing. It could be crap in the World Cup. The World Cup is going to dictate our window. The same with every other team out there. So it's quite hard now to say what kind of players we could sign. Obviously, a big thing on the Newcastle Beans, we saw with the likes of Botman that we will be persistent. We will go back in for players that we didn't sign in the previous window. So your likes of your James Madisons, your João Pedros, those sort of players that we try to sign, we'll go back in for, because that's the persistence of the ownership. It's like planting the seeds. The owners will go back in for players that we've worked our arses off already to try and sort of get into our side. Because, well, deals will be easier to get done with a player like Madison as well, due to how bad Leicester have been. It's probably going to be easier for us to buy him because his transfer value will decrease, and as well as his contract has come towards an end as well. So it's hard to tell at the minute because we've got to see him at the World Cup first. But the club will be obviously strategically planning stuff at the minute. I can't even speak there. They will be planning stuff at the minute though, and it's going to be obviously a good ride. Will the Melbourne stand be open? Yes, it will be. I don't know about level 7, but all the stands, of course, and the level 4 areas, all that'll be open. Some of the boxes will open as well, at least the hospitality seats. I think it was like £40. I think you get like a little meal and you get a seat in a very decent seat. Views and bringing Ben Arthur back for a cameo as a physio. I mean, a physio, really? I mean, you got to remember having Ben Arthur that he was in Chicken Cottage, obese under Pardew. So mentally, at Newcastle, he's tight towards you. It wasn't great. And of course, Steve Bruce at home sent him back. So you want him as a physio. I mean, when he was a player, he kind of sort of dropped off a bit. So I don't think I'd want him as a physio, to be honest. Maybe a different role, but not a physio. 9 new Newcastle. I wish. Adam Pearce, a future Newcastle manager, of course. Listen, obviously, I saw Eddie Howe yesterday. I was speaking to him, saying, listen, Eddie, you're doing a great job so far. You've won all these matches, but I think I can do a better job, Eddie. So, you know, at some point, I want the England job. I'm more than happy to come in, take over, sort of, you know, sit in your seat while you get sorted out at England. So, yeah, you know, obviously, when the England job's available, Eddie Howe's going to accept and I'm going to come in as new manager. So, listen, there's a little exclusive for you there. But, of course, you know, I can do a better job than Eddie, of course I can. It says Bruno's coming to Sunderland. I tell you what's coming to Sunderland. Nothing. They're staying in the Championship. They're going nowhere. Mid-tier 1 mediocrity for them this season. Kind of words for England. It's a slow sports news. He's already in there, lad. He's already in there. I'm going to bum you. Okay, Adam. Brent had a bit of a stink against Southampton. Did I think that? I mean, I suppose he wasn't the best, but I mean, against Southampton, I mean, well, you kind of can't judge the team in the second half of your defence for come because you're 3-0 in the 60th minute. I can expect the team to switch off at that point because it's not really a match anymore at that stage. But I mean, it wasn't. I wouldn't say it was bad, to be honest. I'm excited for the World Cup. Yeah, of course. What Yankee Can is at the background. I don't know which one is it. It's the Tropical Breeze. It's called. So. It's smelling lovely in here. It's smelling like Soho, which we're going to get this season. Right, what else we got down here? Oh, it's this wasp cropping here. Listen, it's not even the same paint anymore. Look, that is a lovely Indian elephant up there. It's not even the wasp anymore, so you can stop that crap, Adam. Now we've got a different picture this time. We're not doing that again. So yeah, JP, you know what, big mate, you know that's a lovely elephant. Yes, it is a lovely elephant. Of course it is. Adam is an elephant room. Yeah, thank you, John. Thank you for that, John. Miggy apparently is player and goal of the month. He's definitely player of the month, obviously. His picture's been leaked everywhere. For some reason, someone leaked it in the training ground. I mean, that's probably not going to end well if whoever did that. But yes, he's been leaked for that. I'm not entirely sure on goal of the month. I've heard of some people on social media saying he is in it, but I actually don't know that part. But it is picture evidence that he has won player of the month, which I think is the more important part. So yeah, I'm looking forward to his SBC tomorrow on FIFA. Listen, lad, you're gonna listen. Stop spamming this, Burger King, mate. You're gonna have to stop spamming that. I'm gonna have to put you in a timeout. So listen, you've been named, you've been shamed. You are going in the corner now. Can you say hi to my name? Hi, my mate Oliver C. All right, Oliver, pal, you all right? So yeah, no spamming in the chat, guys. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to put you in the corner. Listen, you don't want to be in the corner, by the way. It's just you're gonna feel terrible about it. You don't want that. I'm here to make sure everyone behaves, everyone can sort themselves out, but you don't want to be in the corner. What we do with Cantos in your fridge, I'll probably ask him to get out. To be honest, I don't know what you want me to say there. What's this? Can you give advice to my mate Alfie who wants to change his hair colour because he's ginger and he loves you? Oh, see the one at Southampton. Hello there. To be honest, I'll probably just shave it. To be honest, I'm sorry, but at that point, I think your hair's a lost cause, so I'll probably just shave it. Who would we say now? Tillemans or Madison as both women and so I think there's a trick one actually. I'll probably say Madison. I think Madison's probably a better fit for Newcastle. I like these attacking style players. Tillemans is very good as well, so it's a bit hard, but I would probably go Madison. Apart from Shearer, who was or is our best penalty taker? Well, Wilson's definitely one of the best ones. He hasn't missed one for yet. Chris Wood doesn't take many, but again, he hasn't missed any for Newcastle. As for our pen takers, in about the last 15 years since Shearer left, there hasn't really been any pretty good ones, to be honest. I think Ball wasn't terrible. He has missed a couple. Who else took pens? Richie was bad. I didn't like Richie and pens. He was a bit inconsistent at them. Who else took pens? I think Shaw was good when he took a couple. Obviously, Shaw always seemed to score his. So someone said Nolan there. Did Nolan take many pens? He didn't take many. I think Barton took a lot of pens in the 2011 year, didn't he? Remember Barton was good at pens when I don't think I remember him missing any. I think he was a good pen taker. I think Wilson's probably the best one, though. Him and Chris Wood don't seem to ever miss them, so I think those two are definitely good mentality players you want. I really like elephant. Well, thank you, Katie. You don't like me? I mean, is it just the elephant you like? Oh, I feel quite sad now. Back in topic though. You got a real call for the away games? Yes, I do. Obviously, that's very handy. If you go about 2-3 train journeys a year, it's definitely worth it. You save a 30-year trip every single time. And for example, London, you save about £30-40 every single time you go. So, yeah, the rail card, you need a rail card. You can't not have a rail card for those games. It's just a necessity. What's this? Can you say hi to Elliot Mitchell? Hello there, Elliot. You right, pal? Burger King actually 12 go away. We know you're not a massive Adam P fan. Oh, well, thank you very much there. Listen, can you? I don't want any porn links in the stream, please. Can we keep the porn links out? Thank you. Which player would drop for and for who? I don't know what you mean. Are we on about the Madison signing? Well, at the midfield, you would probably drop Willock, but I don't know, would Madison work with Bruno and Joe? Nah, I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. You would probably do that one, but I generally, I'm not, obviously, I don't know how he would fit in our team, to be honest. Yes, I've got a real card. I already answered that one. Do you think Isak starts in the wing when he's fit, or do you think Wilson goes on the bench? I think Wilson starts. I would probably bench Isak. It is crazy to stand. I know he's like a £62 million player. You can't not start Wilson, though, because, I mean, Wilson, he's too good. He's a consistent goal scorer. Now, Isak, obviously, has the pace. I think he's quite physical as well. It's a tough one. I don't think he could start both, to be honest, unless he played two strikers, which I don't think Eddie Howe would do. So it's a bit of a tricky one. That's a tricky one. I wouldn't, personally. I don't think Isak would work in the wing at all, to be honest. A strawberry corner here. Right, pal? What time's the draw? It's after the Man U game, so it's currently the 30th minute. So it's at least well over an hour yet. Pretty much I do my streams a lot earlier because I can answer you guys' questions because, I mean, well, I don't ever do live streams. So obviously, for example, you guys can't ask me any questions directly. It's just not possible. So yeah, when there's a Carabao Cup draw, and I do like to have it a lot longer so we can, of course, build the stream up. What's this? Oh God, is that the Steve Ray stuff about the takeout? I mean, listen, you can think what you want about it. I'm not going to get involved with that. And the clear claim defence at the China match in Kisty Boot. That was mad. I mean, the fence was about 30 foot or something. I mean, that was impressive. That was a very good claim. It's a fair play. But try not to do it again, please, because if you fall off and they die, that's going to look quite bad on me. So try not to do that again. But yeah, that was impressive, that claim, though. So yeah, well done on that. that was quite funny. I had to admit that was quite impressive. So Willock or Shelby, Willock, I like Shelby's long passing. It's exceptional. He's such a good player. I do really like Shelby. He's still got the legs, in my opinion. I think Willock's better, though. I think Willock's pace is better. It just depends, though. It depends who you're playing against. I think both strikers are... both midfielders, when I say both strikers. Well, I think both midfielders have got their uses for Newcastle, so I think it depends on the opposition. But I think I would prefer Willock, but I think Shelby's still amazing. I still like Shelby a lot. Thoughts on Kjell going to the World Cup for your best mate Tom? Well, I'm happy for Kjell. I think he deserved it. I know he hasn't really started for his Australian side team, but with Australia, you kind of need to come in talent, to be honest, because they're current stars. I mean, they're not bad, but they're not really good enough for a World Cup, are they? So you kind of need some players, get them experience now, and hopefully in a couple of years' time, the likes of Kjell will generally pose a threat to teams in that. Which is watching I'm a Celebrity Night. I haven't actually watched it yet. I know Matt Hancock's in it. I imagine he's going to get a vote for every single 12. So that's going to be quite funny to watch, to be fair. But I haven't watched it this year. I know my best mate Dex in it, but I haven't watched it this year, to be honest. Listen, Burger King, you're going back. You're going to have to be blocked now, unfortunately. You had 2 chances. You know what? I think everyone deserves a second chance. But when you do it a second time, I mean, you've only got yourself to blame. So you have now been banned from the stream. So listen, you can go off now, start crying, and not sleep well tonight, because that's on you. That one's on you. Go on TalkSport. I mean, TalkSport's not terrible, but I don't really fancy going on, to be honest. Hi, Adam. I saw Newcastle Bournemouth game, but I'm too scared to say hi. Now, listen, Riley, I get it. I'm quite intimidated. You know, I'm quite a muscular person. I think I could stand my chances in the UFC. So I do understand why you could be scared to come over and say hello. I get that, but don't worry, though. I promise you, you're perfectly safe. You can come over and say hello, get a picture. It's fine. But I do get that I'm quite an imposing figure. I'm really tall and I'm quite muscular. So listen, I get it. But don't worry, Riley. You can come over and say hello. I appreciate it. Villa have woken up a bit. Either they have been alright this game, actually, to be fair. Obviously, you would want Aston Villa to win tonight. Getting Man U out is another big one. I can't believe Ronaldo's not even in the squad tonight. I kind of feel a bit bad for Speed, because he's travelled. Police courses in like the Man U box to see Ronaldo. He's not even there. So, bit of an L for him. But, I mean, he's still in the box and being invited down for Manchester United, so you can't really complain about that. Villa haven't scored. Who will put that in by? I'm literally watching the game live, so don't even try that crap on me. Please, can I kiss your boot, baby? I hope. Do you mean my football boot? I hope you don't mean my arse, because I don't want to kiss my arse. But if you're about my boot, I guess you can do that. But this Burger King will probably make a new account. He's a professional troll. He's going around all the different streams and troll people. I mean, Jesus. Listen, lad, it's all right to go outside and meet some girls, you know. Don't be afraid to go sell out with some girls. It's fine. But it's Soy and Benfica, man and once, boys. Of course. The Mexicans support you, Adam P. Thank you. I'm not Walter White, you know, but I do appreciate the Mexicans support me. Oh dear. Adam the bodybuilder. Yeah, of course. Let's get that one off the screen now. No, you fell for that one. I don't want to read that one out. So we've got all these. Are you watching the Jungle, Adam? No, I'm not watching it tonight. Actually, I'm not watching it tonight. Obviously, I've got to have this stream on. I've got to keep an eye on the Man U Villa match. Ball comes in at the minute. Villa have had a lot of possession. To be fair, I do generally look at the creating chances. Just a crap game. Nothing to say really. There's quite literally nothing's happening in this game. I think Villa have looked slightly better, to be fair, also obviously for Newcastle. However, let's take it to Man U. Thoughts on England squad? It's mostly good, to be fair. I've seen a lot of people being quite negative due to the fact Tomori's not in it. So, I mean, you can kind of argue about that one. But ultimately, the squad's what you expect. Yeah, I would say I'm happy with it, to be honest. We should be pushing on with that. I know like Aaron Shearer claimed that we're not going to get a semi-final this season, but it depends now we get the knockout stages. Obviously, if we top the group, I think the stage is a lot harder for us, so we kind of got a 4-game waiting for just second. So we'll see what happens. But I'm hoping we have another good tournament, but obviously going into this tournament, it's not a positive time for England. It would look quite crap, really. So I think it's Southgate's the last sort of roll of the dice if we play very bad at the World Cup. But I think Newcastle outside of Europe never tend to do well at the World Cup. Of course, being in the Middle East this time, it's not the best for England. I think the likes of the South American teams, of course, the Middle East teams themselves benefit a bit more for the warmer weather. So it's not ideal for England, but yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm still hoping we'll have a good tournament, of course, but it's not looking too great. Thoughts and Danbury not making it on the plane. It's devastating, but I'm not too arsed, to be honest. Obviously, it benefits us him not getting injured for England, so I'm not too fussed, to be honest. Obviously, I would have loved to see him get in because I think he deserves it, but it's just one of them ones, isn't it? So what's this? Yeah, my goodness, Fred is awful. How did he get in? Had a big jaw now. Yeah, that is one a lot of people kind of question, but it was always going to happen because Joe Letton's never been called up for Brazil. There's no chance in hell that his first call is going to be the World Cup. He's obviously going to pick Fred, so obviously a bit crap, but you kind of always seen it coming. He was never ever going to put Joe Letton in for the first major tournament. He just wasn't going to do it. I love you, Daddy Pearson. Okay, thank you, Wade. Have you ever done a video at the Angel of the North? I haven't actually, no. I've never been there before, believe it or not. I've never ever stepped foot or touched the Angel of the North, so never done it. I don't know why, to be honest. I've never been kind of around the area, to be honest. It's like you were to say about it, it's just the Angel of the North, innit? So yeah, there's not really much to say about it. I've just never done it. But anyway, let's see how the stream's going so far. So that'd be a very, very good start. For anyone that's new, by the way, make sure you get down there, hit that subscribe button. As for tomorrow, I'm not sure what yet, but I will be getting a video out tomorrow of some sort. So I don't know which one we're gonna get on yet, but we'll definitely get one tomorrow. And of course, we got the final game on Saturday. So it's getting exciting. It's getting exciting. We'll see what we get tonight. I'm hoping it's a good one, of course, but it's one of them ones really. But anyway, guys, if you also haven't smashed the like button yet in the stream, make sure to do that. We are currently on 171, so if we can get a bit higher than that, that'd be great. But as for the comments now, hey, sweet chicks, can you stop flirting with me, please? I've got to stay professional here. Please don't flirt with me in the chat. Remember when I took your Insta picture at Tottenham? Thank you very much for that, Benji77. Cheers for that. Hi, hello, Charles. Hello there, Charles. Thoughts on Harold Clare pepping Wenger? Of course he is. I mean, I don't know why he picked Wenger for. He's not even around anymore. Why do you pick Wenger for? Not like more for Kloppen or something. But of course he is. It's just Adam Payne to become the new number 9 for the mag, scoring headers with his big beef head. Yeah, of course he'll win. You know, let's go. We were back at Chelsea. I hope so. I hope we do. When is the Jack Barton video coming out, Adam? So obviously I did ask him a couple of weeks ago, but at the minute there's kind of a lot of things going on with him. So I don't know when it'll happen, to be honest. But yeah, I did reach out to him directly. So we'll see what happens. But at the minute, obviously he's got quite a bit going on, so there's no rush really. There's plenty of time for someone like that. We want Jonah at home. That'd be quite a nice one. Are you available for Christmas party appearance to me? It depends what the party is. You know, I do some parties. It depends what party is. So I mean, I wouldn't say no, Daniel. It depends. You have to inquire about that one. I'd say. This is Adam P. You've gone so far, Claire. I need Newcastle fan YouTube page. Thank you. It's not a competition, my eyes. I'm just going out there and doing what I like. It's not me trying to be better than someone else. It's nothing like that at all. But yeah, I do appreciate your comment, Michael. But it's nothing competitive for me. I've got no issue with anyone. Thoughts on Southgate leaving Southgate? It's disgusting now. I mean, he's left the Souths out. So I mean, the Souths deserve a call. I mean, it's unbelievable. We've got like Joe Willock as well. Of course, these players should be. We should just have a full Newcastle squad. You know, I mean, Gillespie on the bench, just get them all in. Get them all in. I mean, Joe Linton should just call him up for the England squad as well. Should have got him in. Can you play FIFA against me? I mean, I would, Tom, but listen, you're just going to get beat like 8-0, lads. So I don't want to waste your time. I want to let you play your own matches. I don't want to humiliate you in front of your peers. So I'm probably not doing that. But this is Alan Peel. We're fogged. And funny enough, actually, the Content Awards is next Wednesday down in Manchester. So I'll be down for that. And I'm actually competing with Fogden on one of the categories. So yeah, that's actually a legit competition at the minute down there, Mr. Fogden. So I don't think I'm going to beat him, to be honest. I mean, he has got about, I don't know how many subscribers, like 400k or something. I didn't even know. The guy's got a lot of subscribers. So chances are it's probably gonna destroy me. But yeah, that is a legit sort of head-to-head little bit going on there. Forcing Dye instead of tomorrow. I mean, you always knew Dye was going to get called up. He's got a lot of experience for him. I thought it was always going to happen, to be honest. That was never in doubt for me. I was expecting Dye to get called up. So doesn't surprise me one bit. Whether I agree with it, that's another question. But I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I watch tomorrow all the time. I don't watch tomorrow all the time. I won't watch anything other than the Serie A. But you want them once again. Forcing Bruno going to the World Cup. Yeah, it was expected. It was always going to happen, to be honest. But obviously, Bruno is a legend. Bit of a crack pen yesterday, but I let him off because we won. I'm a Newcastle fan who lives in the Northwest. Can barely get Newcastle, but thanks to Matchday Vlogs, pal. Hoping to get moved to Newcastle ASAP. Thank you, Connor. I appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoyed them. Of course, this is my way you're on the world. As long as you support Newcastle, that's all I care about. But anyone watching the Man U game, by the way, this is utter garbage. No shots on target between both sides. Crap. Just crap. 43rd minute, just utter shite. Nothing going on here. Thank you, Alan, for the £2 donation. Adam, Newcastle and Chelsea score predictions. For me, 2-1 Newcastle. I think we can beat them. I think we can beat Chelsea, but it's quite a hard game to predict. A very important game, though. We can beat Chelsea. We've got a legit chance of potentially pushing on for top 4. I know it's very early in the season to say that, but it puts us under a lot of confidence. It puts the games in our hands, not Chelsea's hands. So it's a very big mentality shift. So it's critical if Newcastle are going to legit try and get top 4, but obviously I'm not expecting that. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But it's a hard game. I'm hoping Newcastle can do it though. What's this? Yeah, is this on about the Chill Geordie? Obviously, no, it wasn't a racist comment. Obviously, Islamophobic in it. If I pronounced that properly, obviously it's not racist. It's towards religion. I think you're correct in that. But if all England won the World Cup, the team finished top 4. And then Newcastle, obviously, it's always Newcastle over international for me. That's the mentality I have. Listen, if England won the World Cup, obviously I'd be happy. But for me, Newcastle's always first. I don't give a tosh about England if Newcastle get the job done. So that's my mentality for it. That's how I will be and how I will always be. So yeah, it's just one of them ones really. What else we got down here? Behind the scenes yesterday was great. It was really great. It was great seeing the managers after the match as well. Just seeing Eddie Howe first stand, just sitting in front of me in the press conference. It was live. It wasn't like watching through TV. He was actually physically standing there. I was sitting there. I mean, it was crazy. I was just that was mad. That. So yeah, it was great. Of course, Patrick Vieira came here afterwards as well. Crystal Palace manager. He was pissed, mind. His press conference lasted about 5 minutes. He was arguing with one of the journalists. He was livid at the loss, and it was just hilarious, really. So, pretty much one of the journalists asked Vieira, "Did Palace deserve to lose?" And he got a bit defensive about it. So he was just saying, it was this, it was that. He just started getting really sort of back chatty with the journalist. It was just hilarious. I nearly started laughing. I couldn't keep it in. It was it was just mad to see. But yeah, it was great. The behind the scenes thing, it was really good. Yesterday, Adam was very good, Jack. Thank you. Adam Fortin Bruno getting a World Cup FIFA card. Yes, I've seen that. He's meant to be 87 rated tomorrow. He's got, I think it's like a World Cup the final essentially. So pretty much, if Brazil do well in the World Cup, he will get upgraded. So he could potentially go up to like the 90s if Brazil win the World Cup. So obviously, it's a very big looking card. You expect Brazil probably to get semi-finals minimum, you would say. They will be one of the favourites to kind of win the full thing. So you would expect Bruno to get a very, very good card. So that looks good. What's this? Johnny Vlogger UK recommended channel as a big Newcastle fan. Well, thank you, Johnny. I'll be honest, Gary, I've never watched Johnny Vlogger before. What kind of videos did you do? What's this? Love the content and thank you, Spotless. Appreciate it. Gate said yes, man. I don't know what you mean by that. Okay. I'm better than FIFA at the end. Listen. No, that's. I'm telling you now, lads, I am esports level. No, I was once an elite player a couple of years ago. I was generally an elite level player, but I've dropped off a little bit. I don't play champs anymore, so one of them ones. But I do generally rate myself as an okay FIFA player. Yeah, I do fancy myself to beat a good amount of people. What else we got down here? Adam, will you ever make a video in Weekly Beer? I did one a few months ago actually when No Shoes beat Wickley Bay in the Northern was a Premiership game or something. I can't remember what league it was now, but I pretty much No Shoes won the league at Wickley Bay. It was the last time I was at Wickley Bay. I did a video down there. I'm not in Wickley Bay much, to be honest, pal. I'm not in there too much. Well, it's over here. It's sack over Wilson on Saturday. Is he back in time? I still thought he wasn't 100% yet. No, I wouldn't risk it. To be honest, I would still play Wilson. I would still play him, despite the fact he's been caught. I would play him. Obviously, if he gets injured in that match, my God, that would be really, really bad for him. That'd be the worst thing about Wilson got injured in that Chelsea game. And that generally would be heartbreaking. Hi, Adam. You right, Charles? Who's the most underrated Newcastle player? Man, sure, and he'll be coming. Sure, really? Come on, it's surely the most underrated player. Now, I mean, he had a couple of okay years in like the Championship as well. He's not had more than 8 goals in the Premier League. So I mean, he's not the worst player ever, but I don't really rate him that much, to be honest. Is there a spider in your scene? Where is there a spider? There's no spider at all. Where? Where's the spider? People are just chatting crap, lads. Keep with the content. Thank you, Charles. How old are you? 21, believe it or not. So I think I'm about 5-6 months younger than Botman. So more or less the same age as Botman. So yeah, listen. One of us is very successful. Your one plays for Newcastle United. So there you are. But yeah, me and Botman are generally all about the same age. So it's a bit of a while ago when you think about it that way. Hi Adam, mate, how's it going? From Kate and Jonathan. Well, thank you, Kate and Jonathan. Hope you're both going alright. Thank you. Oh, we got a Sydney fan in the chair. Yeah. FTM. Oh, I hate Newcastle. Listen, lad. All you are is just History FC. That's it is 6-0. That's all you got, lads. Oh my God! Oh, the goalkeeper scored against the under-21s. Ooh, that's all he got, lads. Listen, FTM all he wants. FTM all he wants, mate. You haven't played European football in your lifetime, mate. I can't wait to be going to Budapest next season. We go to Spain, Portugal, Italy. You name the country, I'll be there. FTM, what do you want, mate? FTM, you're in the Championship, mate. We're in the pedestal up here. We're up here. You're down there. You're all the way down there. Look, there's a Newcastle. You're all the way down there. Look at that distance. Listen, FTM, all you want, mate. FTM, all he wants. Idiot. Have you got any thoughts on the True Jewelry situation, lost his sponsors, etc.? Yes. Now, I said in my tweet earlier on today, I don't believe in sort of cancel culture. I think everyone makes mistakes. I think that happens. Everyone does make mistakes. Everyone can say stuff that they regret. Obviously, what he said was very bad. He's obviously now suffering the consequences of that. But one of the problems with Brian B is that he did not accept responsibility. He came out in his apology video and he pretty much blamed the victim card. He came out, he was saying that people were against him, he doesn't deserve this. He was sort of just crying, trying to gain sympathy. And obviously in the video, it's 22 minutes long. The video has about 1.2 million views. He will make a lot of money from that video. It's not sincere at all. I think if the backlash wasn't there, he wouldn't have done that video. So I generally think he has done it just to try and please the sponsors. But unfortunately for him, it's backfired because the apology video was just that bad. He came out, he didn't look sincere at all. Obviously in the video itself, he's telling people to like, subscribe. It's just, I don't know, it's just pure ignorance. He doesn't really understand the severity of the situation. He comes out and he just thinks that people are against him and he hasn't done anything wrong, which is not true at all. He has made a very big mistake and he is now seriously getting sort of took up the arse because of it. And it's something he has to learn from. It's something he has to get better from. Ultimately, I think he's only got himself to blame, to be honest. I'm very disappointed with him. But unfortunately, that's something that he has to sort out. It's going to be quite hard for him, though. Of course, so many sponsors are backed out. Twitch has banned him. So, yeah, it's one of them ones, really. It's one of them ones. What's his thoughts on Dan Bird? He's an absolute baller. He's an absolute baller. I'd enforce me playing FIFA against yourself. I mean, you can play yourself who you want, mate. You can play with yourself what you want. Would you ever go to a Gateside game? I've literally been to Gateside games. I went I think I went once this season, but the gates are just crap this year, to be honest. I probably expect them to go down. Very disappointed with it. It's just not on a good side, unfortunately. And obviously, when it gets to the game of South, it's really spendable. But like £30-40 a pop to go to some of these games. It's crazy how expensive some of these games are on the 50. I know the majority of teams are like that, so it's not like it's Gateshead ripping people off. It's not that at all. All the teams are like that. But I mean, you're paying £30-40 for a team that's ultimately crap. I don't rate Gateshead whatsoever. And I mean, media-wise, for example, this season, actually, the one thing about Gateshead, like a couple of times last season, they were inviting sort of content creators down for free. So they actually were at one stage giving me free tickets to go to the matches. So that hasn't happened this season, unfortunately. It's almost like a disconnection with the media this season. It's just been sort of nothing that's came my way. I'm not expecting anything off them, but ultimately, there's kind of just there's no reason for me to really go to the games because we're losing every match. It's crap to watch. Is what else do I say? It frustrates me, Gates. Like I said, I do want to do well, but I watch the games and they just lose every time I'm there. And Gates fans kind of hate me as a result because they think I'm like a bad sort of jinx for them. So yeah, it's not great. Adam P, NUFC legend, thank you, Dava, thank you for that. I know Sean Yobi, yes, of course, he works quite a lot with the foundation. It's just Jamie Eddie, thank you for the £1.79. Can you shout out the Weekend Offenders group chat? Yeah. The Weekend Offenders group chat. I don't know, lads. But I thank you for the donation. Oh, I don't know, FTM. And it's Burger King's back again. Listen, lads, go see some girls. There's some girls out there, you know. Feel free to go out and lose your virginity, lad. Listen, I'm just trying to give you some friendly advice there. So, yeah, I've got a couple of Sunderland fans thinking they're the big dogs around you. Listen, you're not the big dogs at all. You're little chihuahuas, that's what you are. Get a pint down in there. No, I'm on the Pepsi Max tonight, lads. On the Pepsi Max tonight. But anyway, though, again, if any of you guys are new in the stream, make sure to smash the like button. We are currently on 210 likes, so let's see if we can push the like goal further. There's so many likes we can get. But we've currently got just under 500 watching, which is quite good considering it's like an hour before the draw itself. So, good start. Obviously, thank you guys for your consistent support. I've got my own age on. I'm pretty sure, I think I know how old I am, Dave. Thank you for trying to correct me. I believe I'm 21. Listen, if you think I'm 22, that's fine, but I believe I know my own age. Thank you, Dave. Listen, you know, sometimes I can get a bit confused. Maybe I forgot my own age. But yeah, thank you for correcting me. Yeah, I'm 22, Dave. Thank you. Who would your next Newcastle signing be? I think probably Madison. I know Madison's probably the most heavily linked players. You would probably say Madison. Have you met many of the players? I've met pretty much all of them, to be honest. There's about 5 or 6 of them I haven't met. I've met more or less the rest of them. I haven't really met his. Obviously, I was right next to him when he came out. Obviously, when he came out to James Port on his first day at the club. So, I mean, I said hello to him, and that's about it. But I wouldn't really class that as a meet. I've more or less met the rest of them. I haven't met like Jamal Lewis, Richie. I haven't met Karius. I've met Karius actually. That's more the ones I've met. That's about it really. I think I've met the other ones. About four I've met. All right, Adam. Hello, Shane there. You right, pal? Obviously, Liverpool, same in Newcastle yesterday. Both of us scraped ourselves through into this round of 16 draw tonight. All right, Adam, up the Irish Mags, yep. Up the Irish Mags. Hello there, lads. Hello there. Good day. Good day. Actually, that's a bit stereotypical. Sorry about that. Thoughts and speed, parties. It's a bit mad speed, isn't he? I can't fault it at all. I mean, the guy was in Sky Sports before. Obviously, he's in the Man U box tonight. So, yeah, I mean, the guy's got millions of subscribers. Probably borderline reaching the millionaire stages. So, yeah, you can't fault him, can you? Very successful individual. So, one sort of get a bit further down here. 1 sec, so I'm going to get down through the comments now, guys. Apologies, I missed your comment out. There's a lot of you, so yeah, again, I can obviously read so many of them. All right, Adam P. Hello, Gaza. You right there? Adam P is a legend. Thank you, Charles. Appreciate that. Do you know Rubenstein personally? Yeah, I guess I would say so. I don't speak him an awful lot, to be honest. Not like I don't like ring him or anything like that, but yeah, I would speak him personally. Adam, must be expensive for all of these away games, but well done. No, I appreciate it. Well, obviously, for example, for me, I do course, still for the majority of them. So, yeah, it's expensive in that sense, but for me, for example, it's easier for me getting videos done, and it is what it is, really. Obviously, I'm very happy how things are going at the minute. It's just something I'm more happy to do, really. But I'm trying to get down to more of your comments. One sec. So we've got an audio edition here. Shout out at Moogs. Also, who do you want next round? Probably MK Dons, Joe, to be honest. Probably MK Dons. But yeah, thank you for the £1.79 donation. Thank you. Apologies. Cheers for tuning on with Sweden. Lenny Quinn here on the 1st of April. And I'm coming over Newcastle versus Man U. Oh, that's a big one. Obviously, make sure you get a ticket for that one. That'd be quite hard when I get a ticket. It's been like 600k a month, yeah. It doesn't surprise me, to be honest. It's crazy there, the YouTube and sort of Twitch pay you can get. It's meant to. So, yeah, again, apologies if I missed your comments. I know there's a lot of yous here. What are our comments, Johnny? Adam, we need an Irish guy collab. Well, if I speak, I will be in big trouble. No comments, no comment there. But if I speak, I will be in big trouble. Who do you want the next round? I probably prefer, well, it depends really, because there's different factors. For example, home games, obviously for me, it's cheaper because I don't have to stay away at places. As well as that, of course, I had this sort of behind the scenes pass yesterday at the club. Now, the club didn't outright say this, but it did heavily imply that in the Carabao Cup, they will give us more passes to the Carabao Cup games. So they will pretty much invite us down again. It's sort of implied that I got yesterday. So obviously in that sense, it's more behind the scenes stuff. I get to sit in and listen to Eddie Howe and also, that'd be great. For away games though, for example, the teams outside the Premier League, new grounds to go. I like going to different grounds. I think I like the overnight stay vlogs, but I like travelling to different places, and I think it's probably a good laugh just for Christmas Day. It'll be one of them ones. It depends really. It depends who it is and where it's at. It's hard to call. It just depends. It says here, American Newcastle fan, yeah, keep the good work, Adam. Thank you, John. Appreciate it, John. Thank you for that. Rusty, hello, Rusty. How you doing? Shout out Callum Morford, mate. Right, Callum there, hello. It's good to see you, Rusty. Hope you do well. Would you sell the Braga when he comes back? Yes, I would. I know Eddie Howe said he's going to sit down with the Braga, he's going to talk well with them. And obviously, with the high possibility Newcastle is going to get top 8 this season, meaning that we have European football this year, next year, it's going to be obviously in Newcastle's best interest to probably keep the likes of the Braga. But I don't like the way he's left the club. I don't like the fact it's Man U because, I mean, what's he, like a second, third choice for him? I know he's starting tonight for him, but ultimately he barely plays for Man U. So I don't get that from his point of view. I think it looks quite poor, to be honest, from him. He's entitled to do what he wants, but I don't like it. So personally for me, I would sell him. I didn't enjoy the way he left. That's just my honest opinion. Always a pleasure, mate. Yeah, of course, Westy. Of course it is. What do the two need, John, to secure Europe? Just better squad depth. I think squad depth's still a little bit of an issue, especially like your Brunos, your Wilsons get injured. Trippier, he gets injured. I think squad depth-wise, we've got some issues, so that definitely needs to be sort of bulked up a bit. But that's about it, really. I think squad depth-wise, that's what we need. Our best 11, I think, is good enough. I think it is good enough. What's this? Big up the Helios app. Yes, I played the Helios app yesterday, actually. I do enjoy it. I'm a big fan of that card game. So, yeah, I'm going to make sure once the access, I'm going to make sure I win that course in Maxman. So, yeah, I have actually played it. I've enjoyed it so far. I'm going to make sure I play a bit more of it in practice for these events. What's this? Fortson, Bly Spartans and Kenzie B. I don't know who the hell Kenzie B is, but for Fortson, Bly Spartans. I probably prefer Gateshead, to be honest, but I mean, I'm not too fussed about the non-league team, to be honest. It's not like I've got like a massive hatred towards anyone. I haven't really got sort of any strong opinions, I would say. So we go to NUFC cunt and I keep up the good work. Thank you very much, John. Appreciate that. This is when does draw start, lad? It's still about an hour or so to go. Fortune Murder applied you in Twitter. Well, this is me, Murder, my best mates. You know, Murder, thank you so much, Jason and Adam. Thank you for coming down to St. James Park yesterday. You know, you're more welcome to come to my private jet anytime you want. You're more welcome to have any more money. And I was like, listen, Murder, you know, thank you for the offer. You know, I'm not gonna take anything off you. You can keep the money, you can keep the jet. Listen, I'm more happy to stay where I am. But seriously, no, it was great seeing him reply. But now a lot of people seem to think that Murder and a man know who I am. As far as I'm aware, they actually don't know who I am. I've met him a couple of times, but in their eyes, I'm just kind of like a fan. They don't know me for Adam Pearson, essentially. So yeah, a a lot of people seem to think I'm like best mates and like that. As far as I'm aware, they don't generally know who I am. So yeah, I thought I'd give you some bit of insight into that. Some boy you had a redo of Leicester. I wish, but no, I don't think we're going to win the league. Unfortunately, with Horn in this league, I think it's just more or less impossible. And Arsenal as well. Arsenal have maintained that first place stats for quite a good amount this season. To be fair to them, I've been very impressed with Unai Emery this season. Unai Emery, why did I say why did I say Unai Emery? Oh, that's so stupid. I don't know why I said that. I'm annoyed myself out. Why did I say Emery there? No, obviously Arteta, he's had a good season. Oh, it's this important page. No, I'm not interested. Go away, you little pest. Yeah, ignore the 6 page, please. Thank you. Did you see anything Tyneside Live yesterday? Yes, I did. Of course, it was here, Newcastle Fans TV and the Magpie channel in the press area. Adam, when are you coming in Simon's bus when it doesn't break down? Which is, let's be honest, never. So, unfortunately, I need a bus that doesn't break down. And unfortunately for Simon's, the bus is not to my standard. It breaks down all the time. So, unfortunately, you've got to invest in some better transport for me. Unfortunately, not anytime soon. Of course, no. Yeah, I promise you, don't know. I'm being serious. I hope they do one day. But not at the minute, no. Who would you play in the first team? How are you going about Jude Smith or Alex Smith? You're on about the youth team. I don't even know what you're on about. The second half's underway, by the way. I don't know how I mind black, but I haven't got a clue what you're on about. Yeah, definitely. It's so pleasing to know that Owen is not 100%. It's amazing to see that we are not essentially shithousing it. We're actually having a good run. It's going well, and I'm very happy with it. So, but it's been very, very good. Lovely jubbly. It's been going great. So, let's keep the run up. Let's make sure we maintain it, and when we get back from the World Cup, let's go through it again. We're back on topic. Fancy a payout for beat Chelsea Saturday. If we beat Chelsea, then I might take on that offer, but obviously we've got to beat them first. Yeah, obviously Tottenham being out the draw was a bit of an upset. I didn't expect Forest to beat them yesterday. Tottenham are such a weird side. Don't know if I had the worst season in the world because they're still around the top 4 area, but they're not dodgy on there. I think they're a bit of a second half team. I don't know what it is in the first half, but yesterday in general, they were just crap against Forest yesterday, weren't they? So I don't know, they're weird, aren't they? I don't know how to sort of explain Tottenham. They're just a bit of a weird side. How much are you sell Maxi for? I said Maxi's priceless for me. I absolutely adore St. Maximin. He's a priceless player for me. But obviously, team-wise, I think we could probably potentially do without him, but I wouldn't want to sell him. Radio's got a wonderfall. I think it's Trash Blackguard. He's here. Blackguard. I'm not 50, I do enjoy a bit of music for the game. I enjoy the atmosphere. I mean, Blackguard is just a proper Brexit pub, really. No, I think when I'm a bit older, maybe, but for now, no. I think the Wonderball. Wonderball is my sort of place. Just buy me a bottle of Prime. You're trying to say, listen, lad, I've never drank Prime in my life. I don't know. It's even available in the supermarket. I swear, I think it was so out. Oh, we've got a goal. Manchester United 0, Aston Villa 1. Oh, we've got another upset in the card here. So Aston Villa have just scored. I don't know who it is. I've completely missed it. But yeah, Manchester United are 1-0 down. That's very good for Newcastle. We're going to get them out. So let's watch it back now. Was it a good goal? So Villa brought it away here. Who is that? Was that Watkins? I don't actually know what that is. Yeah, I think it was him. He's onside, definitely onside. And it's 1-0 to Aston Villa in the 48th minute. So Coutinho plays it to, I don't even know that. Is that Ramsey? I don't even know what that is. Yeah, Watkins had quite a good goal, to be fair. Sprints through for about 35 yards and kind of loops it over to Branca. So listen to Branca. Shh. To Branca. Shh. 1-0, mate. 1-0. Shh. You're going out the Carabao Cup. You should have stayed at Newcastle. You should have stayed. You would have been playing yesterday. You'd be playing the next round. Shh. To Branca, you mug. So Manchester United 0, Aston Villa 1. Maguire crap as always. So oh crap! There may actually be a VAR checking this, by the way. Oh no, it's not 1-0. It's confirmed 1-0. De Bruyne. Shh. I'm sorry about that. Back in time now. I know you De Bruyne. Why would he ditch for like that knob? What a knob! Alright, I don't care anyway. What's this? If you love the tune Stand Up, we're going to stand up now. Let's just glory, Man United. Oh, it's 1-1. Oh, it's 1-1. Martial's literally scored about 30 seconds later. What have Villa just done? They've actually just conceded. Oh, I've been shushing the broadcast, so I'm such a mug. How they conceded 30 seconds there? They quite literally just went up the pitch and scored. What a ball that is by. I don't know who played that ball there, but that was actually a class pass. Fernandez, he sweats it across, and it's 1-1. I've been mugged off. I've been shushing the break, and we're quite literally just equalised. What are they doing? That was a good ball from Man U, to be fair, but Villa they completely switched off there. They've had the lead for literally 30 seconds. Well, what are they actually doing? Now Villa attacking. What the hell's going on here? This game's actually mad, man. I can't believe they conceded straight away. The Villa had the lead for about 30 seconds, so for God's sake, man. How have they conceded that quick? I'm actually boggled. The draws after this game. Currently 1-1. This game is just kicking off now. What is even going on? Jesus Christ. Yes, Jesus Christ indeed. I don't even know. I mean, I don't think Darrow's better than Jabraga. I definitely don't think that, but I don't like Jabraga. Oh, he really did sort of tick me off. Rich, Jordan Robertson, Maxi Omegi, or Bruno and Jordan. Oh, you would sell Maxi Omegi. You would obviously sell that one because everyone, he's having an incredible season, but obviously in the last 4 years, he hasn't really sort of hit the levels you want from him. St. Maximin, I think Newcastle probably could do without, could bring an R player in, but I think Bruno is irreplaceable. I think Jordan is borderline the same. I think those two you can't replace at all, whereas St. Maximin now, I think you can buy R players in. I think Bruno and Jordan, you just can't do anything with them. So to Brad actually blame Tune Pause. I never heard this one before. I swear this isn't happening. I would have known about this. I've never ever seen this one. I do not remember this to Brad incident with Tune Pause at all. Nah, I don't believe that at all. He's never ever going to be first choice Manchester United. I don't believe that at all. I mean, did Brad honestly think he's going to beat De Gea and just start for Manchester United on a weekly basis? It's utter delusion. You're not going to start off over De Gea. I know he's a bit inconsistent with De Gea, but there's no chance in hell he's starting for Manchester United. I think it's utter delusion. I didn't like it at all, to be honest. And now Fernandez is getting face to face with one of the Villa players. I can't believe Villa bottled that. 30 seconds, they've had one job, and 30 seconds later they conceded. It's crazy. What are they doing? Oh, swear down. Just some teams out there. So back in talk now. So again, guys, if you're new to the stream, make sure you get down there, hit that subscribe button, and smash the like button as well if you are new around the channel. We're going to check how the stream's been going so far. So yeah, it's been a very successful stream. As for the actual subscriber count, we'll have a look at the subscribers now. Give me just a minute. My computer's running like utter dog turd tonight. Again, if there's any 6 pages in here, you're gonna literally you're gonna have to get banned. We would have none of that in the chat here. There's this 19 seconds. Manchester United score after Villa's goal. 19 seconds. That is wild. That proper kick-off goal. Been playing too much FIFA these. Oh, Villa have lost the ball. A terrible place here. Keep that handable. Villa are capitulating. Yeah, my man, you are on them like a rash. Yeah, Villa are generally bottling this. I'm not even joking. They really are panicking. So it was number 4. Is that Konza? Is that, I don't know who that is. Yeah, just completely lost the ball inside the box there. What an idiot. I mean, I feel a bit. I mean, I don't know why we took Villa, to be honest. I know obviously Newcastle was understandable because he was in the Champions League at the time of Villarreal, but why Aston Villa? Because you're not expecting like a European spot this season. Like, you think next season they're going to push on and they get a top 8 spot. I don't know why we would take it, to be honest. I'm sort of biased for thinking that. I don't know why he took that job. I don't know if there's not any better jobs for him. But anyway, I'm going to check my subscriber count now. Let's see how it's going. And we'll get back to the stream. Of course, we'll get back to all the comments as well. So we are currently, we're about to hit 36,200. So about 10 off. So if you guys are new here, make sure you get down there, hit that subscribe button. Yes, I still think quarterfinals he'll be all right. Maybe around the 16, he's very lucky. Group stage, he'd definitely be gone. There's no chance of he's what you call it, getting past the group stage. So that is what that means. Listen, yes, that's true, but please don't spam the chat. I try and get your comments, guys, but don't spam the utter daylight on the chat, otherwise I will have to put you in the naughty corner. I try to get through your comments. I missed them. Feel free to put it after a couple minutes, but please don't repeatedly spam. But yeah, it's all right, Ollie. False and South Shoes, I haven't really got any strong opinions towards any non-league team, to be honest. I'm not particularly a fan of non-league football, to be honest. Obviously, it's a good stand-up player, but in terms of watching it, it's a bit crap to watch, to be honest. It's not really my cup of tea. It's just kind of how I am, to be honest. I love Newcastle, and it's just kind of Newcastle. Yes, that's true. But I mean, we can't speak. We paid $5 million for Steve Bruce, so I mean, we can't exactly sit and go, "Oh, Villa's paid $5 million for Unai Emery." At least he's won what 4 Europa Leagues or something. We paid that amount for Steve bloody Bruce, man. £5 million. It's crazy, man. We spent less money on likes of Fabian Shaw than we did in Steve Bruce. Steve Bruce cost us more money than Fabian Shaw. The bloody, what is he, a 60-year-old manager who is just an utter dinosaur. He doesn't know, his tactics are so outdated. He doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't understand social media. He was so lethargic. He was so negative. He was just so crap with Newcastle. £5 million we paid for him. So yeah, I mean, we can't exactly diss Aston Villa, to be honest. I mean, we paid the similar amount for Steve Bruce. So what was for Thiago? I went to Frankie's and Benny's earlier. Actually, earlier I had some chicken strips, and I had it was a meatball sort of pasta. It was actually really nice, to be fair. Frankie Benny's alright, to be fair, actually. Karius or Darlow, I mean, Christ, I don't really rate everyone, to be honest. I mean, Karius and his sort of prime at Liverpool for Champions League final, I think, was a very good goalkeeper. The problem being is he's had pretty much the worst game in goalkeeper history. So mentally, and I mean, his motivation is going to be seriously knocked off. So when he does eventually play, he'll probably play the game in Saudi Arabia, but when he does eventually play for Newcastle, I can't imagine him doing much, to be honest. I think I slightly prefer Karius more, but I don't really rate either, to be honest. Adam Pearson with Ballon d'Or, thank you for the 79p. I agree with your YouTube name there, so appreciate your donation. Thank you very much. I'll go into I don't know what I would go into actually, but thank you for your 79p. Appreciate it. But anyway, back on topic. Do we get through some more of the comments now? So the game is currently in the 56 minutes, 1-1 at the minute. What's the best away game ever done? Oh, that's a tough one. That was a tough one. Before this season, I would say Oxford or Norwich. So Oxford would say Maximus scored like 120-minute winner, obviously cup game. Norwich, for the simple fact that St. Maximus himself gave me a shirt and we won 3-0 nice and comfortable. As for this season, probably Tottenham I'd say is the best, and shortly afterwards, and of course got Fulham as well. There's a lot of good ones now. We win a lot of the time anyway, so it's great now. It's really good now, but there's a lot of good ones, to be fair. But obviously, I think Oxford before last season. Nah, really. I love Eddie Howe, but I can't put him above Bobby Robson. Yeah, that is a bit far-fetched at the minute. I mean, that could change in a few years. Obviously, if he wins anything, then he's automatically the best of my eyes if he wins any trophy at Newcastle. But it's one of them ones, really. What got you? If he could have one person Newcastle for under 50 million, who would it be? I think Madison's under 50 million, so I would say him. He's probably under 50 million pounds. Listen, I like your messages, but stop spamming. You're going to go in the timeout. Listen, I don't want any spamming in the chat, so you're going to have to sit in the naughty corner. So you have a 5-minute timeout, sit there, think about what you've done, come back in 5 minutes and be a better person. So my little... I'm actually... You're the student and the teacher. I'm teaching you a lesson, yeah. So listen, come back in 5 minutes and be a better person. All right? Thank you. Do you reckon Klopp gets sacked at the end of the season if he doesn't sort it out? Yeah, I think he could be potentially on a nice edge. Of course, Liverpool's takeover as well. With a good amount of takeovers, the new owners always like bringing their own manager. So, as crazy as it sounds, a Klopp could be on his arse. Liverpool have been quite dodgy, being a bit dodgy this season. So, It's not been ideal for them, but it's one of them ones, really. It's one of them ones. So we'll see what happens, really. We'll see what happens. But I always forgot, yeah. What is Adam's favourite Newcastle shirt of all time? Ooh. I like the goalkeeper one I've got. I've got the, I think it's the 96 goalkeeper at top of the orange one with the time bridge and everything on it. I love that kit. That kit's so nice. So yeah, that's definitely one of the big ones. It's like Wilson. I would still say Wilson at the minute, but obviously his stacks are Golden Boy, £62 million. So probably will change eventually. But I think for now, Wilson. His stacks might be more for a long-term player. Wilson for now is on sort of our main man for maybe another couple of years or so. I think probably 2 more years. I think he might have a Newcastle. I think at that point it's probably his send-off, I would say. What's his thank you, Johnson, for the £2 donation. The $5 million was probably to buy him out of his deal. Oh, you about the Steve Bruce one? Now it's to buy him out of his Sheffield Wednesday deal, yes, but obviously we still paid that money to get him into Newcastle. Like it doesn't matter how we got him in, that we still had to pay that money to get him in. So obviously not ideal, but yeah, he had a contract with Sheffield Wednesday with a couple more years left, and Newcastle had to buy out the contract. But I mean, when you think about it, we are paying £5 million to get Steve Bruce in as our first trade manager, I mean, why the hell are we bringing him in? It's just so stupid. So yeah, just ridiculous, just absolute ludicrous. Once I get through some of the comments of the set, guys, my computer is running like complete arse now. I don't know what's going on here. I must have been downloading too much adult content. Oh, no good. Villa had a chance here, by the way. Oh, it's 2-1. I don't know how the hell he scored that, but Villa somehow snuck it in at the back post. How is that winning the goal? Leon Bailey scored. He doesn't score very often. So yeah, he has somehow miraculously scored at the near post. De Bruyne, I don't know if he's made a mistake there. I know you watched that one back, but somehow it's went in the back of the net. Let's see. Is that a De Bruyne mistake? Let's have a watch. So yeah, Aston Villa have once again scored. So Villa have crossed the ball in here. Oh, it's an own goal. Oh dear, who's put that in his own net? Oh, that's terrible, that, mine. No, that ball is going nowhere near an Aston Villa player. And is that Martinez? Someone stuck it in his own goal there. My computer's completely shut down, by the way. I don't know what's going on here. Is my stream still on, by the way? But Unai Emery's literally laughing. Listen, De Bruyne. Shh. De Bruyne. Shh. 2-1, mate. Shh. Something like that. Manchester United 1, Aston Villa 2. De Bruyne. Shh. You're being the Carabao Cup now. If you stay at Newcastle, you've only got yourself to blame. But my computer is still going haywire here. Manchester United conceded. They're now 2-1 down. Eriksen's coming on for Fred. So, I mean, you know, the man that's going to start for Brazil at the World Cup is being subbed off in the Carabao Cup for Eriksen. I mean, we've got Gavgancho is coming on. Don't know what that is. And the other one was Alanga, I think, was coming on. So, man, you are throwing pretty much everything out now. I can't believe Ronaldo's not in the team, by the way. Why would you not have Ronaldo on the bench? I'm pretty sure Ronaldo, you would think, might make a bit of an impact in the Carabao Cup. Just saying. But I think he's done in January, to be honest. I can't see him staying past January. I think he is just completely done. But I get back your comments in the set, guys. My computer is just completely I don't know, my computer is just giving up. Give me just a moment. It is running like complete arse tonight. Not good at all. But yeah, Manchester United are losing 2-1. So very good for Newcastle. I do want Manchester United to go out. It's nothing personal. It just benefits us and gives Newcastle a higher probability of winning the Carabao Cup with Man U out. So yeah, I mean, we're just Liverpool and City left it in bloody hell. We've got half decent chance here, haven't we? So I think I can get you the comments now. Apologies for that. Rip in the chat for Vince in there. And unfortunately, your bet's gone. Unfortunately for that. And the ball fell. Nah, that's fair enough. You shot it ill, shot it just resting up for the World Cup. Well, Sancho's definitely not, but maybe Big Star 7's resting up for the World Cup. Oh, come on. Come here to work. Work, you stupid thing. It's one sec, guys. I apologise. I'm trying my best to get the comments up, but I don't know what the hell is going on here. My computer is normally alright. I don't know why it's so crap tonight. It's actually not even now. So yeah, 1 second. So yeah, I can check my subscribers now. So I'll quickly check that. If you're new around here, make sure you hit that. I'll tell you our subscriber count in the stream. So we are now at 36,190. So we are 10 off. Obviously 36,200. So if you hit that, that'd be fantastic. Obviously, make sure I get down here, smash the like button as well if you're new around here. I'm going to get back to your comments in just a moment. I'm finally checking up on the live stream statistics. That's going well as well. It's a free one. No, it's not free. I'm watching the stream live, you dickhead. Why are you trying to move me for? Opinions on City. Well, as fellow Iowa companions, I do like City a lot. Obviously, they're brilliant to watch. I'm not kissing your ass, yeah. I do generally like Man City, but obviously, I kind of wish they weren't so good because I want Newcastle to win the Premier League, and I can't see it happening anytime soon. I think City are just different level. Arsenal, to be fair, been very good this season. And City obviously haven't got as many points as I would like, but they're still Man City, aren't they? And you find your sea legs in that yacht and Southampton, Popeye Pearson. No, thank you for that colour. Obviously, the yacht was good. I did enjoy the yacht, and of course, I definitely enjoyed Southampton as well. A nice 4-1 win down there. He's one of our own, Adam P. Thank you. Adam P's a legend. Thank you, friend. All right, Adam, how's it going? How's it going? Fine, Jack. Thank you very much for the comments. Back on top of the Man U game now. They're pushing for an equaliser. It's a good game, this, to be fair. The second half's actually been quite good. First half was utter dog crap. But yeah, the second half's definitely been interesting. I've enjoyed the second half. Opinions on Tackle Tuesday, please. I've never been to Tackle Tuesday before. Never been there. So yeah, I couldn't give you an opinion, to be honest. I don't know where I've been actually. I went somewhere in Southampton on the Sunday night, I think it was. I can't remember which one it was. It was like a Wendy's or something. I don't know. It was pretty much like a chicken place, but had like waffles. I don't know which one it was. Maybe a Wendy's or something. I can't remember now. But that was actually all right. When I went there, I did generally like that. But I've never been to Tackle Tuesday before. Who do you want next round, Adam? Any team that's not any team that's not Man City. You'd even want to take Liverpool, to be fair, because Liverpool just feel crap squads all the time in the Carabao Cup. You just don't want City. That's it. Every other team you can do with. It's just crazy to think of, but no one in Newcastle will get Man City away, of course we are. But now you would take pretty much all of the teams. You expect Newcastle on paper to beat the majority of the teams, so we've got to be very unlucky tonight to get a team that we don't want. So we'll see what happens. Just not Man City. That's all I'm going to say. If Newcastle get you, which following away, do what you love. It's 2-2. Marcus Rashford's equalised. Villa, bottom jobs Villa. They can't keep a hold of the lead. That's twice now. They can't see which straight afterwards. But Rashford's slipping in there. It's 2-2. Quite a good finish from it, to be fair, actually. Sneaks in at near post. Quite composed from, of course, one of England's golden boys. He's definitely on the side. It's a clean goal. Ericsson with the drive there. He tries to go for Rashford. Good touch, good finish. 2-2 there. That was actually quite a good goal from Man U. Again, though, Villa's defending's awful, man. At a Villa point of view, both goals they should not be conceded in a point of view. Really, really sloppy, really slow. Mings didn't get caught up, did he? I can't remember if he got caught up. I don't think he did he? I hope he has. I don't rate Mings at all. I think he's utter garbage. Yeah, both Villa goals are just a bad in their point of view. Can I watch draw on YouTube? Yeah. Well, why do you think I'm here? I'm not here just hanging around. I'm here. They give me the draw. Adam Peter Pearson straight over as Chelsea. I mean, you want to give Chelsea a chance, you know. Obviously, we want to beat Chelsea. I want to give them a chance, but I don't want to make it impossible for them. So I can understand, you know, not doing that. Listen, I'll go to every single European away. They obviously like to Luxembourg, going to be an absolute pain in the arse to get to. Like to Kazakhstan as well. Those are stupid European countries that are just going to be a nightmare to get to. It just depends what teams. There's obviously the Conference League. It'll be a good laugh, but it'll be so many obscure places to get to. It'll be a nightmare, but it will be good. Obviously, Europa League will be a bit more relaxed. Champions League will be getting all the best teams in the world. So it depends, mainly. It depends. I think I would honestly like the Scottish away days because it's not too far. You have a good laugh, and I think I would like one of the Scottish away games as crazy as it sounds. You think we're going to beat Chelsea 4-0? Damn. I wish. with that goal, which European away day would you love? Well, obviously, likes of Barcelona, Milan, but I'm not expecting them to get Champions League. I know obviously, likes of Barcelona, Europa League, but I still expect them to be more or less Champions League next season. So, yeah. Would you go to Ukraine for a match, Newcastle? I'm pretty sure in a war zone, I don't think the match would be on for fans, to be honest. I mean, I know Ukraine's relaxed a tiny bit, I suppose, but still, I mean, it is still ultimately a war zone. But yeah, it's currently a 70th minute in the Man U game, 2-2. It's a good game of football, don't get me wrong, but Villa are just all over the place, really defensively. I don't rate these at all at the back. But it's harsh that Cody got a little bit. I mean, Everton had a good season defensively. They've had a good season defensively, so it's not like Cody's a bad player. Obviously, people like to see likes of Dan Burn, but ultimately, I'm honestly not too fussed about it. I'm really not. I think Dan Burn was always sort of an outside choice. It's not like an obvious one for Southgate to put in. He can't argue and insult either way. I'm not too fussed about him, to be honest. I'm honestly not. If Wilson didn't get called up, I think I probably would complain about him. But Dan Burn, I'm not too arsed. I'll be honest, I'm really not too arsed about him not getting the call up. Villa not doing that good. I still don't rate a new manager. Unai Emery's been here literally like 1-2 weeks. You can't judge him that early. Obviously, defensively, they're still a bit of a shambles, but you would expect Unai Emery over time to relax the team or get them going. But they're just not a good side, in my opinion. I think they were a couple of years ago, but like to Mings now, I don't rate them. I'll be honest, I don't really rate them. I don't know what it is about them. I just don't really rate them. So I'm quickly have a look at a couple of the social media messages here. So I put any messages you want in the chat. I'll make sure I read them out. Obviously, keep them in there. Hopefully, keep them PG, please. What are you going to say? 2-1 win over Chelsea, 3-0 win over Chelsea. Damn. Burns and standby thinking Power Newton might have a chance. Obviously, yeah. Well, that depends on if someone gets injured quite literally this weekend or within the next week or so. I mean, he's not going to be in the squad really. Obviously, again, I'm not too fussed about it. I think it benefits us somewhat because it means he won't get injured for England if the worst case scenario happens. But obviously, it's a bit sad his part. You would have liked to see him get in there. But I'm honestly not that fussed. I'm not that fussed, though. The other three players, I think, all deserve to get called up. And obviously, I think Wilson's the big one because I think this is his final World Cup. So I'm very glad he got the call up. 2-2, I'm aware. Thank you. Who did we get? The draw is not on yet. There's still 20 more minutes to go and penalties if it stays the scoreline at the minute. Who's better? Phil Jones or Maguire? Obviously, you got your Phil Jones profile picture as well. Yeah. I mean, Phil Jones in his day. I mean, for about one season or so, he was actually quite good. Obviously, he's just a bit of a meme more than anything. I do feel a bit sad for him. I think he deserves to be a complete meme, but he's not really great, is he? When you go to a match, he was in Syria. I mean, it's a bit extreme. I'm already going to Saudi Arabia to be fair, so I mean, yeah. There's going to be some pretty wild places Newcastle are going to play out, isn't there? That'd be good. Isak, I'm assuming you put Isak out in the wing. I don't think it would work as a winger, to be honest. It's a tough one. I can't really say a way of starting Wilson and Sim-Max because there's no way how you can't not start Almiron. You always got to start Almiron because of how well he's playing. So it's a bit of a tricky one, really. Midfield wise, I don't have managed to fit in with Bruno and Jordan, but on paper it sounds very tasty. That midfield free and quite literally one of the best midfields in the league. So yeah, it just depends opinion wise what you think about it. It quite literally depends. No, I wouldn't want to brag it, but I didn't like the way he left, to be honest. So please, me got player of the month. Yeah. No, I wouldn't say so. I think I'm one would have won the votes anyway because about 10% of the votes really is on fan votes. The majority of the other ones is on actual like pundit votes and votes from legends, etc. So the fan votes not actually that much of a factor in it. So like, he has legit got to get actual votes from the media, which he has got, which is why he's won it. So yeah, I think he deserved it. I think he did. Obviously, Harding's got every single month to be fair. So sort of a 7-goal month for him is just normality really. So obviously, when Aaron One's done that, I think it's very good for him. Bear in mind, obviously, City are just a much better team than Newcastle. So I don't know about the goal of the month. He definitely has one player of the month. I'm not entirely sure on his goal of the month factor. when is that come back? It sounds like he will be back for the Saudi break. So when the World Cup's on, he returns. That's when he's supposed to be back, really. So but more or less found them, really. More or less found them. But guys, we haven't got too long to go. We've got about just over 15 minutes and a penalty shot if needed. I kind of hope it goes to pens, to be honest. Be a bit exciting. Obviously, I want Villa to win. I do want Aston Villa to go through. It increases Newcastle's probability of winning the tournament if Villa go through, because I don't rate Villa compared to Man U. I think Man U obviously, well, obviously not. I've got a better team, haven't I? But it's one of them ones, really. Who's your favourite Newcastle player, Mr. ESM? Because he's given me his shirt and obviously I've collaborated with him. So I think pretty much my sort of favouritism towards players goes to the ones that have interacted with me the most, I suppose. So I've got a bit of bias towards him. St. Maximin, he's my boy. I would protect St. Maximin to the day I die. I would take a bullet for St. Maximin. Big fan of him. So yeah, that's the end to do it. Adam P, any chance of a shout for my mate James Smith? It's his birthday there. Well, listen, James, happy birthday. Hope you enjoy yourself. I hope you enjoy the cup draw tonight. And what have you done on your birthday? Enjoy your presents. Enjoy your night out. You take care. But there you go, Callum. I saw you in the telly. It's just DM'd you the picture. I thought it was awesome. Was that the Southampton one? I've seen a lot of these Southampton ones. I got messaged a lot about that. Manu with a shot. Good save by the Villa goalkeeper. I'm not too sure which one's in goal, actually. That was actually quite a good save by him. So yeah, Manu is starting to grind a bit more, get that pressure on, and Villa are kind of in the crap at the minute. So yeah, not going too well. Adam, you're doing an awesome job. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate it, pal. Thank you. Could you get me 2 season tickets against Chelsea, please? I'm at the box office, so the amount of people I get asking me for tickets is crazy. Listen, I'm not a box office lad. I can't just get like 30 tickets and you give them to everyone. I mean, I got my season ticket. That's it. I can't buy all these tickets. I mean, bear in mind, obviously, the game is literally in 2 days' time as well. I can't do it. I don't work for the club. I'm not part of the box office. I can't get these tickets, Liam. I'm sorry. But yeah, I get so many questions about tickets, and I can't get them. Did you miss the Newcastle stunning game? I did actually. I was quite busy on that Monday night, so unfortunately couldn't make it. But I mean, we conceded to a goalkeeper, so yeah, just utter dog crap it sounded like. So no great, not great at all. Would you be up for collaborating on Newcastle YouTubers? Of course. Well, obviously, if I get asked to, I'm more happy to do so. For me personally, I don't really know what kind of videos I could do with our Newcastle YouTubers. So I kind of don't really do much because I haven't really got sort of idea what I could do. But yeah, I'm definitely up for it. I just haven't got any sort of plans personally. Could you give my girlfriend Karis a shout out, please? All right, Karis. But no way she doesn't. I had a excellent to see your invite last night. Dessert, hello lads. Appreciate that, pal. Thank you. But oh my lord, what's going on with this Villa defence? It's capitulating so much by Emmanuel. I've had about 4 or 5 chances last couple of minutes. Goalkeeper's dropping the ball. Defenders constantly losing it. Manu on, he's like a rash barrier. Like I'd be surprised if Villa can handle this pressure. They really are starting to get munted here. The biggest insecurity is that me and Jordan were born the same day. I'm so inferior. I mean, it's understandable. Anyway, Villa on the counter attack. Watkins mistouches it. It's a mistimed touch, even so I read that wrong. But yeah, I mean, it's one of them things in life where you just got to accept you're the smaller man. How many loyalty points you got, Adam? A lot. I've got quite a lot of loyalty points. Thoughts on the profile picture? Oh, look, I like our profile picture. Look, I got a handsome man next to you, Ty. I wonder who that is. Yeah, I do like that, actually. Yeah. That is the Don there. That is the Don. Any views on John May's sightings? It's hard to call at the minute because of the World Cup. What is the goalkeeper do? I think Manu's going to score here, mind. All I have is for this Villa backline is awful, by the way. What has the keeper just done there? Bruno Fernandes scored. The keeper has literally passed in the ball. What are these doing? They just gave away 3 goals. Yeah, they're crap, Villa. Villa are so bad at the back. It's ridiculous. The goalkeeper quite literally passes Bruno Fernandes the ball and he just scores. Nice one. But the bottom of the league twice now they're losing. So the Villa are just utter crap. What is the keeper doing? The keeper just passes him the ball. What's he doing? Oh, they're deflecting off Mings as well. Oh my days! Honestly, it's just a team of clowns. The keeper passes them the ball. Tyrone Mings deflects in the opposite gutter side of the goal. My word, these are crap. These are. Man U took the lead now. You expect them to win the game at this point. They're just utter garbage, Villa. My God. What do you think of our season so far? It's been exceptional. I don't take people's birds. You know it. Love you, Adam. Thank you, Charlie. And we have a great couple of weeks, as he so far. He's with the Olsen and he used to be the Everton goalkeeper. They're crap, Villa. Honestly, all three of the goals have came from Villa mistakes. Honestly, all have. Villa stayed composed. They wouldn't have made any of those mistakes. All of them, it's their fault. It's their fault. They conceded 3 goals. Utter garbage. My God, they are actually shite. How are you tonight, Adam? See, we get Link in the cup. Not gonna lie. Obviously, I would definitely take Link. And yeah, just crap, really. What else we got here? I wouldn't Villa relegated. Fair enough. Hi, obviously for Newcastle memory. Ooh, that's an interesting one. Oh God, putting the takeover. I mean, at the minute, you can't really get better than the takeover, can you? It's just such an iconic moment. It really did. It wasn't actually a game changer. It just was. So you probably had to see the takeover. Obviously that was that's a catalyst changer. Yes, these suck. What about Man City and James Partner Cup draw? No, that's literally the worst one. Do not give us Man City. Just anyone but Man City. I even take Liverpool. I think Liverpool's actually a beatable team just due to the fact they just dump crap squads out constantly in the Carabao Cup. But you don't want City at all. Do not want them. Burnley away. I wouldn't mind Burnley away. I don't think Turkman is great, but it's not the worst one in the world. And obviously for Burnley themselves, I've got a few mates at Burnley. I wouldn't mind them. That's obviously I wouldn't mind them. Hi Adam, please give me a shout. You're my favourite. Hello Newcastle, Alan St. Maxim. No, we've got a different name there. Hello there. Ever heard the player more than Anthony Gordon? Fair enough. I'm not his biggest fan, to be honest, but I don't have too fussed by him. What else we got down here? Newcastle need to finish. Newcastle finish top 6. Sun and Middlesbrough get relegated along. Nah, Sun are not getting relegated. There's no chance that I think Sun are get relegated. I think they're mid-tier will slide. That's what I think they are. I got a feeling the team will get Gimmer away. That'll be a good one. Gimmer away, I like that one quite a bit. We'll see what happens. But there will be some quite tasty draws. Anyway, Casemiro's off the pitch for Man U now. It is the 82nd minute. Ever met Anthony Dick? I know Dick waved you. That's the only time I interacted with Dick. I've never met him before. That was the first time I interacted with him. Pretty much I waved at him because he was looking towards someone next to me. He saw me and then started obviously shouting at us, which is just mental. I've never spoken before, never interacted before. That was one interaction with Dick. I've never met him before. So that was honestly my first and only time with him. So yeah, definitely, obviously, a really good moment. Hi, Adam. What's your favourite goal of the season so far? There's a lot of good ones to be fair. Well, Sim Maxman's probably one of the best technically gifted ones. Obviously, a lot of the animal ones are really good as well. What DVDs have we got, Adam lad? I got 50 Shades of Grey, 50 Shades of Grey 2, and I got a few of them. I don't know, actually, a lot of them aren't there. We've got, I see David Attenborough down there. I see David Attenborough in the corner. I probably agree with that. What game are you looking for the most this season? Leeds away. Leeds away is always a good one. It's almost like a derby, to be honest. Leeds away proper hate each other. I like that one. This have a bit of a derby feel into it, so that one's always a good one, and you would expect Newcastle to probably beat Leeds as well. So, yeah, I might say the Leeds one. I think that one's always an exciting one. Adam, my name is Dan. I don't probably Dan. Rashford off Puras. What he's going to get scared in this match. Obviously, not ideal with the World Cup, but yeah, his goal was quite good, to be fair. Actually, I know it was poor defending from Villa, but it was a good touch and a good little finish from him. So he did his job there. Messi, Ronaldo, or Bruno G? Well, Bruno G, obviously. Do I need to answer that one really? I think that one's a bit obvious. There. Hi, Adam. My name's Emily. Are you going to the game on Saturday? If so, where are you sitting? Well, I've got my season ticket in the Leeds corner, so it's just under the player box. Quite nice to actually level 4. Yeah, I'll be there on Saturday. And obviously, this time I'm not behind the scenes, so I'll be able to get me vlogged and outside the ground. But yeah, I'll be level 4. There's a wasp behind you. I'm sure it is. What's this? Oh dear. Who do you want the draw to? You got a home or away? I don't mind, to be honest. I'm not too fussed. Obviously, home games are a lot cheaper for me, but I do like the away matches. I want to get some new stadiums ticked off that I haven't been to. So it's a bit. It's hard to call. It's hard to call. I don't even mind, to be honest. What do you think the next step is in P Dog's career? I just take one step at a time. Just go all the games. Really, I don't really have any sort of overarching plans. Really, I just go to the games constantly, and obviously for myself behind the scenes, just build up naturally. So we'll see what happens. I haven't really got a sort of long-term plans. Obviously, I'd love a play button, 100,000. So I think one day I will hit that. I'm not expecting anytime soon, but I think one day that will happen. Obviously, the play button's going to be wild. So that's a big one for me. But ultimately, I haven't got any overarching plans, to be honest. We'll just see what happens. Adam, who do you want for the draw to anyone other than City Brighton? I wouldn't mind Brighton, to be honest. I know Brighton have had a good season, but no, it's all right, really. Obviously, you don't want City. I know City's just an absolute no. Are you a millionaire, Peter? Of course I am. You know, it's just you don't have to say. You just know I'm a millionaire. Of course you do. Adam forcing it to Jordy. I think it was his fault, to be honest. I spoke about it briefly earlier on the street. I think it's his fault. I think he has himself to blame, and he's accepting the consequences now because of all the stuff he's lost. So. He would have lost millions overnight. I think it's his fault. That's all I can say, really. What's this? Newcastle win Carabao go mental. Yeah, go mental for any trophy, really. Favourite war flag? Probably the Bruno one. I like the Bruno one. I like the little smaller ones that got a sort of dedication to players. They're sick. I like them ones a lot. So yeah, probably one of them. Is this your full-time job? Yes, it is, Alice. Adam is elephant buying. Yes, nice little Indian elephant on the wall there. That's correct. Correct, Amondo. Can Eddie pick a good striker? Can Eddie pick a good striker? Again on the road, of course we can. Fancy Charlton Away. Charlton Away would be a good one. I would like Charlton Away. Obviously, London's not the most ideal place just before Christmas, but yeah, I think Charlton would be a good away day. I'll definitely say yes to that. After your Southampton blog, I'm after recommendations for a nice white wine. Any suggestions, Adam? I can't remember what ones I normally have. I can't actually remember the ones I have. I normally only drink wine when I'm in the stadium. To be honest, I want the train. So obviously that's normally the I can't call it. It's something Blanc. I forgot what it was now. But yeah, I only drink wine really when I'm kind of out the bar. I don't have it in the house. I haven't got any particular sort of wine in mind. I just get any white wine I see. But I don't know actually, to be honest. I couldn't really give you a name. I bet we get Wolves at home, or I hope not. What pants you got on? I've got me Adidas pants on. Jeez, Joseph, you get me too kinky in the chat for me. Like, what do you want to know what I'm wearing? It's all right for like me, you know. It's all right. I get that one quite a lot, but you got to understand, Jordan. You know, I don't think it's gonna happen, unfortunately. Adam, how much you love Bruno? I love Bruno a lot. I love him a lot. Respect from a Leeds fan. Adam, I started watching your videos because of a Leeds fan. I can respect the top quality fan base, and you suffered under Ashley. You deserve success under the Saudis. Well, thank you for that. Appreciate it. As for Leeds themselves now, obviously 15 years in the Championship is so pretty shite, to be honest. Now you're back to the Premier League. I know it's not particularly going well for you, but I do like Leeds. I think Leeds, they should always be in the Premier League, in my opinion. I mean, Newcastle Leeds is always a good match as well because both sets of fans really don't particularly like each other, so I think it's always quite a sort of not a toxic, but I think it's always quite an aggressive game. I like it. I do like it. But I got nothing but sort of admiration for Leeds. But yeah, obviously I love it with the biggest, to be honest. Have you ever been in a box? If so, is it good? Yes, I've been in the box once. I do like the box. Obviously, you get your lovely free course meal, you get unlimited drinks. It's good. It is very good. Yeah, I do recommend the box if you ever get a chance to go on it. As for the Man U game, it's in the 88th minute now. It is currently 3-2 at Man U. Man U are throwing goal. McTominay, he hits the bar. That's unlucky. Very good strike from there. Hits the crossbar and it goes out for a goal kick. How many Newcastle shirts do you own? I have 7 from this season. Obviously, I've got to get one every time. It's like a shirt printing vlog, I said. So I've got my bottom one on here. I've got 7 so far this season. I've got a couple of autograph shirts as well, but ultimately, yeah, I get pretty much one for every signing, so there's quite a lot of them. What do you think of Wilson finally getting picked? He deserves it, 100% deserves it. I'm glad he has, because it's his final time, really, for England, so I'm glad he's got that opportunity, and he deserves it. He honestly does deserve it. But anyway, guys, we had in the final minutes of the game now. Afterwards will be the Carabao Cup draw. Man, even our chance to go over the bar. If you are new to the Championship, get down there, hit that subscribe. We'll be on for the next draw as well. Obviously, smash the like button as well. We are currently on. How many likes are we on? Let's have a look. If my computer wants to load anytime soon, that'd be great. 1 second. So we're currently on 340 likes. If we can get more, that'd be great. A lot of people might score Sunderland supporters, so can you tell me what I should say to annoy them? Well, just tell them to say a Sunderland fan. You can just annoy them straight away because you have such a superior team. You don't need to say anything, Jack. You're already on top of these people. I mean, you can say anything. You've won the argument, so I mean, there's nothing to say really. We're Premiership, you're Championship, so that's simple. That's just James said thanks for the birthday wishes. You welcome, James. Adam, what's the best shirt from this season? Probably the home one. Man U scored again, by the way. McTominay's wrapped the game up 4-2. Villa have just completely shot themselves in the foot. I don't know if that was a Villa mistake. We'll watch this one back. But yeah, the game over now. Man U have won 4-2. McTominay, very lucky not to score before, to be fair. Has went up once again and scored. So yeah, let's have a watch back of this goal. Was it a good goal? I didn't say it, so we'll have to wait until the replay comes on. But Man U have wrapped the game up now. They will be going through to the last 16. So probably not an ideal team when Newcastle draw them. But they deserved it, to be fair. McTominay, that's a good finish, to be fair. So it was, I don't know who that was that put the ball in, actually, but a nice first-time finish. Did well to sort of lean into it. Good finish. Goalkeeper wasn't stopped now. And that was actually probably a good goal, to be fair, compared to the 3-0 one. So, I mean, okay, fair enough, Man U there. Obviously, Tyrone Mings is just ball watching, but that actually was a good finish, though. I mean, fair enough. This is what time does it start? It starts about 25 minutes, 30 minutes after the draw. So, not too long, but you still got to wait a little bit. We're winning the cup this year. Of course you are. Of course you are, lads. Of course you are. Sky Sports, War Flags displays or BT Sports displays, if it makes any sense. I don't know what you mean by that. I've got a clue. How's McTominay scored? He should have scored before, to be fair. He had shot from about 20 yards out, trying to bend in the top corner, just hit the crossbar. So he actually nearly had a goal just before his actual goal. So I think he deserves a goal, to be fair. But I've just completely threw the game away, to be honest. So it's just, I'm going to the boxing Saturday for the Chelsea game, so excited. Well, yeah, I'm a bit jealous of that, to be honest. I do like the box quite a lot. Yeah, I enjoy it, Emily. It is quite good. You think Wilson gets any games like the World Cup? I think he has a decent chance to get to Ryan. Obviously, if Kane gets injured, then definitely has a chance, but probably not, no. He's probably more going to be there just for the experience and his final run with England, I would say. So, yeah, I'm just glad he's in it, to be honest. But no, I don't expect him at all getting the quarter, really. What's going on here? So there's a bit of commotion going on in the game now. I've completely missed it. Rob Lee on Miggy. How the hell could you can't compare Rob Lee and Miggy Almo. I mean, they're two completely different players. How can you compare those two? I don't know what to say, Mark. I don't know how you can compare those two, to be honest. Forcing Southgate leaving that team. It's understandable, you know. You don't want to. Obviously, you want to give your teams a chance at the World Cup, so I can understand why he did it. I mean, okay, Southgate photo. So Leon Bailey started pushing. Is that Martinez there? Getting a bit feisty there. In the last 60 seconds now, it's game over, Villa. They went bottom of this one. I hate because when you try to get tickets off NUFC, you can't get more than families, so it's better to go to a game by yourself. What? I don't know how he's trying to say that. I don't know what you mean by that. Worst pundit in your opinion? Probably Mike alone. I think the guy is utterly deluded. Chat's bollocks. Don't like him at all. Obviously, you just like Newcastle either, so it's just an even bigger recipe for disaster. Mike Lowe, can't stand him. I actually generally hate Mike Lowe. He's the only footballer I actually have a disdain for. Do not like him at all. So yeah, I'll probably say Mike Lowe. Do you think Chris was wasting money? I mean, you probably isn't £25 million, but I don't think he's that bad, to be honest. Obviously, when he plays, he's not great, but I think he's a good pen taker, which is obviously handy with the likes of the Carabao Cup yesterday. I think more or less around the squad, he's all right for about a year or two, but ultimately, he's done his purpose. That's it. I don't really see much about that. So I'm going to go by. I didn't buy me saying my shirt. You're welcome, Emily. Obviously, enjoy yourself. Was this Wood or PayPal? What is that going to be? More pay? Who's that going to be? I Wood or PayPal? I don't know. I don't really use PayPal, so probably have to say Chris Wood in that one. So I couldn't really give you an answer from. What's your favourite film? I love a bit of Lion King. I think the Lion King's always a banger. Anyway, full time the Manchester United game. They have 1-4-2, which means that the draw will be on shortly. Villa have completely shot themselves in the foot and they are leaving the Carabao Cup tonight. So 3 of the big 6 have made themselves through. Arsenal, Chelsea and Tottenham are all out this evening. Both the Manchesters and Liverpool progressed through with 13 almost random teams, to be honest. Newcastle and Brighton are 2 good sides. Other than that, it's just a bunch of random teams there. So yeah, quite interesting around the 16, to be fair. A lot of teams were. For example, likes of MK Dons could draw against Charlton. You could get some random teams in the last 8. So it could get quite interesting, that's for sure. But fingers crossed for Newcastle to get a good draw tonight. But about 15-20 minutes or so, guys, we'll have the draw out. Obviously, we'd be talking about it live on the channel. I would tell you all the draws. And we get through all 16 of them. But as for actually, this is one question now. What team do you support? People in the chat now, put in the comments, what team do you support? I'm quite intrigued to see what fan bases we've got in the house tonight. So, of course, you can see here Newcastle through and through. So it says Newcastle have a history of having a big striker. Could Harry Kane come to Newcastle in January? Now, I think Newcastle. I think Harry Kane's done now. I think he'll retire at Tottenham. I can't see any team buying him out because he's going to be so expensive. I think he's Tottenham for life now. So we've got 2 Newcastle with Charlton. Bunch of Newcastle's Man U, of course, just won there. Rangers, right? Welcome to the stream. I guess you're just enjoying yourself. Blackburn in the house. Who else have we got? We have got Newcastle, and Exeter City. Fair enough. Wolves, Newcastle, and Celtic. Was his favourite NUFC YouTuber, Newcastle? Adam, well, thank you very much for that. Newcastle, Juventus. Fair enough. Hello. Hello across the globe. And Jonah. Sunderland. I'm sorry to hear that, pal. I hope you get well soon. We've got Newcastle here. Jonah, Newcastle, Manchester City. We've got a Forest in the house. Up the Wolves, Hartlepool. Yes, I swear you support Newcastle, but I've seen you a lot around here before. So yeah, as for the draw, guys, Man U's just finished now, so they've still got to do a little bit of sort of pre-match build-up, and then we'll get into the draw afterwards. It's not long now, though. It's about, come on. Where can you watch it? Yeah, I'm here to tell you the draw. You're here live from me. I'm here. I've got the game on live. I'll tell you the draw as soon as it comes out. So we've got no villains anywhere. Yeah, no, probably not be any Aston Villa fans after just losing in that capacity. They were pretty bad tonight, to be honest. Good going forward, terrible defensively. So we've got 2 and 2. You could pick a Scottish team. Which team would it be? You're not going to like this, but I'll probably pick Rangers. I think I like Rangers the most. I'm not too fussed, to be honest. Wolves, we've got Chester fan, fair enough. Forest, Leeds, MK Dons, Shrewsbury. We've got a lot of them in the house. We've got a West Ham fan, yeah. Bournemouth waiting for the Saints. Obviously, that'll be quite an interesting one for Sam, that's for sure. Sunderland wasn't there. Yeah, no. Newcastle. What else have we got? We've got a lot of different fan base in the house. Good to see. Anyway, guys, if you're new around here, make sure you get down there, hit that subscribe button. Of course, for the Newcastle Carabao Cup game, there will be a vlog of that match itself, so make sure to stick around if you're obviously a fan of Newcastle. As for future, obviously, cup draws, obviously, Newcastle don't play in the game of the draw, there will be, once again, an all live stream for the next one. Still got about putting on half an hour or so ago. It'll be obviously plenty of pre-match build-up, and then we'll be getting the draw out. So, obviously, I'll let you know big time once the draw comes out. But for now, there will still be a little bit of build-up for it. Good Derby County fan, fair enough. Up the Cherries. Nottingham Forest, Newcastle. Are you going to the friendly in December? The one in Saudi Arabia, yes, I will be in Saudi Arabia next month. I'll also be at St James's Park for the friendly on the 19th. So, yes, I will be at both of them, Callum. But anyway, if you guys obviously haven't smashed the like button in the stream yet, make sure to do that. So we're checking the likes on now. So we are currently on 400 likes. So obviously you can continue that. It'd be great. And as for subscriber count, again, if you're new, make sure to get down there, hit that subscribe button. I think we've hit 36,200, which is again really nice. So I appreciate that. Yes, we have. Thank you very much. As for the teams, yeah, so we've got a Brighton fan, Spartans in Newcastle now. Fair enough. What do you think Newcastle's budget is in January? I think it'll be probably about 70, 80 million. I think it's still quite a good amount. I think Newcastle have to get where they want this season, really. I think next season will be a lot harder to get further up the table because the likes of Liverpool, you expect obviously the high possibility for a takeover happening with them, which means they're going to spend hundreds of millions. So I think it's going to be harder next season for Newcastle, so we've got to kind of hit that milestone now. So I think Newcastle owners know that they'll spend hard, they'll spend heavily. Well, you're not allowed to record behind the scenes last night. No, I was not. The club has not allowed that. Where do you get your money from to travel? Like, where do you think Trump probably my job on YouTube? I mean, where else do you think I get it from? Adam City loves Bristol City, apparently. They're a good joke. I mean, nah, I haven't got any opinion towards Bristol, to be honest. I haven't got any negative opinions, but it's just neutral, really. Obviously, Newcastle played. We even played Bristol in the Championship. We did, then we played them, I think, once. Haven't got much memory, to be honest, so there's not much I can say, to be honest, pal. What's this? Opinions on Diaby? Obviously, he'd be amazing, but of course, he said he wasn't going anywhere in the summer. So, yes, you can see that picture, guys, that's actually someone that has an Adam P in the back of their shirt. So, it's hard to see now, but I think I'd say that Adam P won. I remember getting it. That was quite hilarious. So, that actually is me on the back of the shirt there. Well, that's really here's Southampton got the draw's not on yet. It's currently in the adverts at the minute, so it's still been off 15-20 minutes. They had to do their sort of pre-match build-up and then they get into the draw. But obviously, guys, the draw's on live. Yeah, I'll tell you the draw as soon as it comes out. But at the minute, though, it hasn't came out yet. So obviously, you've got to be patient. Patience is a virtue, and then we get that. But where do you get your hair cut? I get it correct next to where I live. I don't book anything else running straight away. I kind of need one last week for the Southampton game. Who's we got, Adam? Just not Man City. Just do not give us Manchester City. Obviously, Brighton, Liverpool, Man United are not ideal teams. They probably won one time either. Just not Man City. Please, for the love of God, do not give us Man City. I'll go mad. Any team but them. There's legit about 11, 12 teams that you would generally want. There's so many teams that are a good draw for Newcastle. So just do not give us Manchester City. Whatever we do, just don't do it. Harry Maguire. I mean, just both defences tonight were terrible in that Man U game, really. I want Man U. Newcastle fans saying that. Obviously, we're playing Man U twice this season already, so I kind of don't want any Prem teams for that reason. But nah, I think Man U have got decent squad depth, to be fair. So they're not a team I want Newcastle to get at least in the round of 60. It's probably more for a quarter-final, semi-final team if we get that far. So I want Man U a bit later on. I don't want Man U yet. I wouldn't want them now. What do you think of the England squad? I think it's pretty fair enough. I mostly agree with it. I know some people are saying that obviously they're quite upset with tomorrow not getting in, but ultimately, I think it's more or less what you expect. I always thought that Eric Dyer would get it over tomorrow. That was never in doubt for me. I mean, it is what it is. I think Wilson deserved the call. Obviously, I'm a bit biased being a Newcastle fan, but he is a very good player, and it's going to be his final World Cup, so I'm very glad he got him. But I think it's what you expect from Southgate. I'm not too fussed about it, to be honest. Obviously, I'm more sort of fussed on how we play at the World Cup. But it's what you expect, is what I would say about that. Just Harry Maguire going brutal, I'm missing. Listen, lad, I've got big dreams as well, but it's just not going to happen. Well, you want Nottingham Forest? No, I wouldn't. I mean, Forest wouldn't be a terrible team to get, but obviously they just did beat Tottenham yesterday, so they're going to be quite a sort of a confident team, I would say. And I wouldn't want Forest yet. Obviously, I wouldn't mind them, but I probably would prefer a different team. Like Forest could potentially be a bit of a nightmare for Newcastle if they play well. So I don't think I want them just yet. Still in the adverts at the minute, by the way, for the draw. Have I been to Ireland? No, I've never been, pal. I've been to Scotland a few times, never been to Ireland, so I couldn't give you an opinion on it, to be honest. You're getting paid now to do this, aren't you? Is it true you have a little team behind you? Team? I don't know what you mean by a team. What do you think I have, like a team of people do my videos for us? No, it's just a one-man crew over here. MK Dons away would be hilarious. I would like MK Dons away. I think everyone's going to be after MK Dons away, to be honest. Obviously, attendance-wise, I couldn't believe how bad their attendance was last round. The Carabao Cup was, like 200 people there. Man, their attendance was awful in the last round. I know it wasn't a great team they had, but I mean, come on. That's all the fans are. I'm right, you can tell from your face. Okay. Does this go on, Jonah? Okay, fair enough. I've got a Charlton fan. Yeah, I would actually like Charlton. I think Charlton's got quite a good away ground. I don't think the London trips are too bad for Newcastle. I know it's like 3 hours on a train, but generally for me on the train, still on one night, I don't mind it so much. I think Charlton will actually be a kind of decent one for Newcastle. It says, how do you manage to get tickets each away game? I've got loyalty points. Obviously, if you don't have loyalty points, it's going to be very hard for you. Blackburn, yeah, well, I would like Blackburn as well. Obviously, I want the Blackburn the Championship, the beat utter shite game. I would like Blackburn again. As for the draw at the minute, by the way, so pretty much just Trevor Sinclair, all the boys just talking about the Man U game. So it's still going to be a little bit of time, but it's very shortly. Charlton v Man U would be a good game. I would actually like to say, yeah, it's just a neutral. That'd be quite a good game. That's how I had him. Blackburn, but Batty is. That's a good joke. I like that. That was a good joke. Nice one, Ashley. Blackburn versus Liverpool City for me. Yeah, I mean, that'd be quite a cool one as well. Obviously, for Blackburn, that'd be a bit of a nightmare, but that'd be quite cool. We've got Forest. I don't think I would want Forest. Not yet. Probably next round I want Forest, but I think for now there'll still be a bit of a sort of a roadblock in the way for Newcastle. I think will be a bit of a hard one. Did you buy a new shirt, Adam? I've quite literally got about 7, man. I've got to get a new shirt every time I do an overnight. Every time I do a shirt printing vlog, so I've got bloody loads of them. I've literally got 7 this season, so it's fair to say I've got a new shirt. Yes, I do. Who are Blackburn Rovers? I mean, they had got a Premier League title, to be fair. So I mean, Blackburn Rovers have definitely got some history at least. 1 second, let's get some more comments out. So, Marcus Rashford's doing his little interview after the game now, so it's still going to be a little bit of time. I got a photo of Bruno's dad at the Everton game. Was a real very nice one, Callum. Adam Pardew, mate's my cousin. Fair enough, James. Well done. Up to Charlton. A lot of Charlton fans' house now. I mean, fair enough. Charlton had every reason to be excited round the 16. A lot of good teams still. I thought, like, so Charlton. I mean, you get like a team like MK Dons or I don't know Blackburn Bears. There's a lot of teams in a way you can generally go. You know what? That's a good tie for us. Let's go out there and try and win the game and get to the last 8. So yeah, there's over half the draw still really good for like Charlton. There are a lot of teams in there that are. There's a lot of interesting ties. That's for sure. This is going to be a good round with the Carabao Cup. There's due to the fact that a good amount of the big 6 well, it's going to be quite exciting. That's what we'll see. We've got a donation in the chat here, so it says, hi Adam, great job you're doing greetings from Denmark. Thank you so much for the Denmark 50 donation. I don't know, I'm going to check how much that converts to, but thank you. So 50 DKK to pounds. Let's have a look, how much is that in pounds? But I thank you for the donation, appreciate it, pal. But very exciting draws. There's a lot of good ties. That goes to about £6. So thank you so much for that. I appreciate it, mate. We'll go here. When's the Wilson 21 shirt print vlog coming? Well, I was going to get my shirt printed today, actually, but I haven't got a clue what the England shirt was. I know you sit there and say that Wilson's going to be 21, but he's been 19 before, he's been 30, he's been 20, he's been 21. It's a nightmare. Southgate could just give him any number. It's very hard to predict, so I haven't done it just yet because I'm not actually sure. But yeah, Rashford's doing his interview now, so the draw hasn't came out yet, but it's very close. How you been to Handwell Town? I went there for the Brentford game beforehand, but I haven't been to an actual game. I'm hoping to go at some point for an actual game and kind of get a video sort of based on it. But I have been before to the ground, but I've never actually been there for a game, is the answer to that, Lewis. What time was draw? Very, very close. Wasn't your thumbnail woes? Nice one, Joe. Well done. But his dogs are overrated. Fair enough. That was quite an interesting debate. People a dog or a cat person. I mean, I don't think we'll be getting that debate in the Carabao Cup stream, but fair enough. By the way, any more questions, put them down below. As for the stream, we are currently on just on the 500 likes, so when you hit 500 likes, that'd be great. About 12 off now. So what's this? We've got a £10 donation from Connor. I appreciate it. Hashtag No Man City. Yeah, you're damn right. No Man City, do not give us Manchester City. I will flip my lid if Newcastle draw Manchester City now. Just don't do it. Don't do it. But yeah, there's anyone but Man City. That's what I'm going to say. Please do not give us Man City. I'm going to scream and forget them. Adam P for the England job. Listen, you never know. I've got contacts. You say I've got contacts. I get in touch with the FA. I'm sure the FA give me the England job. You know, I've got the managerial credibility to get in there. He couldn't even speak properly there. But how you donate? There's a super chat option in the chat if you would like to donate. There isn't a super chat option in there if you would like to do that. But obviously you don't have to. You don't want to. Look at the lights now, Adam. How many likes we've got on? So we are on other ways update. Oh, 535. Wow, that's very fancy. Thank you very much, guys. Obviously, if you're new, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well so you don't miss any future cup draw streams as well. So Rashford wins the man of the match. Now he's getting his pictures taken now. So they're going to go back to the studio shortly. It's very close. Just wait 10 minutes or so and you get your draw coming up. So yeah. What's this? I would take anyone at home, even City. Even City. You would take Manchester City at home in the Carabao Cup last 16. Ooh. You are, listen, lad, you are very ambitious. I do not want Manchester City at home in around the 16. The good part with City B is that if you beat City, you probably fancy us to win the entirety of the Carabao Cup. But beating City is very, very hard. City will still put a good squad out, regardless if it's a second string squad. It will still be a very good team. So it depends. I wouldn't personally want them, but obviously if you beat Man City, then chances are you're probably going to win the tournament. So, aye. Liverpool and Man United away, please. I don't know what fan you are, Dan. If you're a Newcastle fan, I think you're mental, but I'm going to assume you're like a Blackburn fan or someone, just someone that obviously not used to sort of Premier League teams. I want Man City. Yes, you want that. You want that. You want City versus United, I think. I don't mind Liverpool so much because I think Klopp sort of more or less neglects his cup. He just plays crap teams in his cup constantly. So you would want City to get Man U because you want more of the big Manchester teams out because those two actually do have good squad depth. So you'd want that here. No, my cat's just came in the room. Come on. Come here. That shut the door. My cat's storming in. I think it owns the place. Sorry for the very squeaky door there. What's his opinions on Blythe Sport? I haven't got any major opinion on, to be honest. Probably fair gates, but I haven't really got any mega opinion. I didn't pay cat. Yeah, I was gonna get the cat to come up here, but he's just done off. This just came and done off straight away. So I mean, honestly, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Might be scared of the camera. You know, I mean, it's about 2,000 people in here. I can understand if the cat gets intimidated. So, you know, you got to let it off. Yeah, you're not wrong. To be fair, there's a very squeaky door. Girls have got some German fans, yeah. So we've got Murphy assist Woodhead against Chelsea. I mean, I wish, mate, that would be like a wet dream for me, to be honest, but I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, the doors are mad in this house. They are a bit mad. You look like Luke Bennett. I don't know where you get the similarities from. I don't think I look like Luke Bennett, to be honest, but I mean, okay, Cody. Was this, yes, that is correct. Best Newcastle sides of the team. It has to be Trippier. I think Trippier, from mentality-wise, Bruno, you would say, is the best player, but Trippier, he's just completely transformed the team. He was the first sign that came in, and obviously this is a guy who's just won La Liga. He's had so much experience at England, Tottenham. I mean, this guy is a natural-born winner. Obviously, him coming in, the mentality shift in Newcastle just changes straight away. Yeah, he's such a key signing. I can't stress how good of a professional sign he is. He's a future captain, future manager in my eyes. He's brilliant. Tricky out for me every single day of the week. Obviously, £12 million is a bargain as well. How are you, mate? Fine, Vinny. Thank you. What's this? Goat. Cheers, pal. Hope you're doing all right, by the way. Hope you enjoy France. You never walk alone. We'll get some Liverpool fans here. Again, I said this earlier on, but what team you guys support? What supporters have we got in the chat here? We've got some Liverpool fans, of course, just like Newcastle yesterday. Both teams just about scraping through to the round of 16. Was that your door, your wallet opening, though? Well, I don't think my wallet would make a squeaking noise, to be honest, Kenneth. But I mean, all right. How you booked the Saudi trip, Abby? Yes. Plenty of content in Qatar. Qatar is too expensive. Obviously, I'm going to Saudi Arabia anyway when Newcastle was there, so. I mean, Saudi Arabia and Qatar had war with each other, so I've got to go to Dubai, essentially switch over there. So that's already a ball. On top of that, I'm spending about £5,000 to go to Qatar. It's not happening. It's just not happening. I'm doing Saudi. I'm not doing Qatar. The cat's back again. Come here. 1 sec, guys. I'm going to try and tame the cat. Come here. I'm going to grab it. Come here. Why is it running off? Why is it running off? Oh, my cat's done off. It's not coming over. I'm very sad now. What's this? Forest winning the full thing. I mean, fair enough. Manchester City versus Joe. that'll be typical. Man City just get one of the easiest teams. I mean, I hope just don't give us Man City. If we get Man City tonight, I'm actually not going to sleep well tonight. Just don't do it. Don't do it at all. I want a team that's not in the Premier League. I prefer the teams that aren't in the Premier League. Away games as well, so I can get some of these stadiums ticked off. A bit of a ground hop, I would say, so I want to get them ticked off. By the way, I try and read the comments here. There's currently over 2,000 of these here, so it's quite hard to get through these. But yeah, they're still talking about the Man U games. The draw's not on yet. It's on shortly, though, so just be patient. Colchester fan, Matt Longstaff ain't great, though. Fancy him back. I haven't seen, obviously, Longstaff this season for Colchester. Yeah, I don't think there's a future at Newcastle, to be honest. It's one of those ones where had the amazing first game, of course, scoring the match winner against Manchester. That's no easy task for a 19-year-old. No man who were crap at the time, but still, that was very impressive. Just unfortunately, you're right, he's not good enough, is he? Lincoln, fair enough. We've got a Lincoln fan here. This is Man City versus Newcastle be the Middle East story. I think for the majority of our opposition fans, yeah, we'll probably want the likes of Man City to get Newcastle to make it try and get some of the better teams out. But obviously for me, I do not want Man City. Please don't do it. Where's the draw? It's on shortly. Yes, I've got some strict requirements and future wives, future kids. It has to be Newcastle or I'm just ordinary. That's it. The cat's back again. Yeah, come here. Come here. Oh, it's actually coming over. Watch. You ready, guys? I'm about to pick it up here. I've got you. Look at this. Look at it. I love you. I love you. Go on. Right. That's actually meant the cat. Is it cat any Newcastle fan? Of course it is. Of course it is. So at the minute, they're currently talking to Ten Hag, so they're still going on about the Man U game, so they're still going out. How would you add him in 21? You fancy your chances against us, Imps? Yeah, I mean, I fancy your chances against anyone that's not Man City. I honestly do. I even Liverpool, because I think Klopp just plays he just plays the kids all the time, doesn't he? So you would fancy Liverpool with the majority of the team. So obviously, I don't want them in the round of 16, but I wouldn't actually mind Liverpool. It's just not City, as I said multiple times already. But now I've currently got Peter Schmeichel on the screen, so it's still not into the draw yet. Yes, Adam, hello, Taylor. As a City fan, I'd be a little worried against Newcastle. Not going to lie, you guys look good. Yeah, for City as well. I mean, City probably wouldn't want Newcastle at this stage. Newcastle, of course, Eddie Howe said yesterday in the press conference where I was behind the scenes that he really wants to be the one that wins the trophy. 52 years it's been since Newcastle won any silverware. 67 years since a domestic trophy. So obviously, for Newcastle, it's a very long time. So it's almost desperation at this point. We really want to break that record. So obviously for City, it's a bit of a ball to get Newcastle this early on. But yeah, it just depends really. It depends what happens. What do you think of Dan Burn? It is quality. Dan Burn is quality. Sky Sports moving this draw. Well, obviously they are going to do it. I mean, they're going to make so much money from the amount of people that are sort of popping in now. you can understand that, obviously, financially, that's what they do, really. I don't mind so much. I like the build-up, to be fair. You get a bit excited for it. But obviously, some people are quite impatient. Nick Pope, saving 3 pence for Newcastle yesterday. The reason why we are even in this draw tonight. So, yeah, Nick Pope is an unbelievable sign for 10 million. This is Newcastle versus Adam P's cat next round. That'd be amazing. Anyone get the video of me in the cat bar? Try and screen record if anyone got it. I don't get on any social media pages. Nah, I think you will start Pickford. Honestly, for me, a lot of people might disagree, but I generally would start Pickford at the World Cup. The thing with Pickford being is that he had a very good time in the Euros. I know obviously some people might say, it should be based on form, but this guy conceded twice in 7 games at the Euros. I mean, this guy has the experience, and yeah, I give him a chance. Obviously, Nick Pope's last game for England as well, he dropped a bit of a stink against Germany. So for me, yeah, I would give give Jordan Pickford the number 1. Obviously, some people might not like that, but I would generally do that. Draw's still not on yet. They're still talking about the Man U game at the minute. Yes, I really hope that one happens. Obviously, a big derby for Burnley Blackburn. That'd be quite good. I mean, I'll be me back to the Aggies boat again. I'll be back in the boat. I'll be back in the boat again if we get them in the Carabao Cup. So that'd be quite hilarious. I'll be straight back in that boat. So we'll see what happens. Pope for pen. So yeah, Pope is a very good shot. So I mean, to be fair to Pickford in the Euro final, did save 2 big pens. Obviously, Jorginho was match-winning pen. He saved it as well. So I 1 sec. Got another donation, yeah. Steve for the £2 favourite Newcastle channel, mate. Thank you. Where's my cat? I'm going to get my cat back. I'll try and get my cat again. I want to get it back. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, it's running away from me. Where are you going? Come here. Oh, my cat's done it. Oh, my cat's just sprinted out the room now. It's just like me at the minute. Sad times, the cat's done off. No good. The draw, I think people are saying it's going to start half 10. It looks like it's going to be that way. They're still showing the highlights for the Man U game, so Sky Sports are just dragging it on at the minute. Yeah, that's true. For example, a college here is actually a strut, so obviously, for example, that's work time, so I can get that. For example, for me, obviously, a home time means I spend less money, but I do want an away ground at a ground I've never been at before, so something to tick off. I like the Charlton, Joe, and MK Donzo sort of ones. I've been a Blackburn Burnley before, but again, I wouldn't mind those sort of teams. Just a nice away tie for Newcastle is kind of what I want. Just before Christmas Day, one last bash, and that's the thing I want. But yeah, just over 2,300 in here now. So any of you guys are new, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Every single Carabao Cup draw, as long as Newcastle don't play, because obviously I'll be at the game, I'll be able to come out afterwards and do the live stream. So appreciate that. As for likes, we are currently on, what's that, 630 or so you can get down there and smash like button. That's what I highly appreciate. We'll try and push for as many as possible. But yeah, back on topic now. Just still talking about the game. So apologies if you're waiting, but I can't do anything about it. Oh, did you get the cat video? I'll retweet it if you sent it to it. Oh yeah, I appreciate if you didn't have the cash and Adam gets pussy, but you know what? You know what? I'll put it on anyway. That's actually a good video. The cat is running away from us. I'll retweet that. I did actually think it's quite a funny video. Dagburn and Maguire. I mean, Maguire's obviously experienced, but I don't like him at all. I think he is going to start off England. I think he's clumsy. He's slow, but I think for Southgate's fight, but he actually works in Southgate's sort of style of play decently well. I actually think he's not a terrible centre-half for England. The problem for likes of Man U is that you need pace to be a centre-half, and obviously Maguire does not have that pace, so he gets caught out constantly. I think he's very clumsy on the ball. I don't think he's a particularly composed player. I don't actually mind for England. No, I think for England, he generally fits the style of play. I don't think he's world class or anything, but at the Euros, he was generally good for England. So it depends how he looked like. But for me, I generally don't mind him that much, to be honest. I really don't. What else we got here? This is Jonam. I could do anyone on pens. They got a good pen take. I like. Fair enough. But Schmeichel's still talking at the minute, so yeah, it's just non-stop at the minute, to be honest. But what else we got here? Benitez or Howe? Obviously Howe. I think Benitez, obviously he did amazing what he had at Newcastle. Obviously on the mic last year, you got no chance. But he's quite negative. Obviously when he went to Everton, he was still quite negative then. He's just a defensive-minded manager, which I don't really like in today's game, to be honest. I think in today's game, you want these attacking-minded teams. Eddie Howe is just so aggressive. I like him for that. So yeah, I think he's about. I do prefer Howe, but obviously Benitez did an amazing job of what he had in Newcastle. Don't get me wrong at all. Bruno de Midtjylland squad. I know it's mental, isn't it? It's mental. Once the draw, literally the next couple of minutes, they're still talking about the game, so you just got to be patient. It's not on yet, but obviously once it's on, I'll tell you that straight away. You should go to Fez in away games. I have actually asked Fez one of the upcoming games, so once he gets back, I will Germany be in his coach for one of the games, so a little heads up for you there. I'll actually ask for one of them. Once the draw any minute now. Any vlog plans for Saudi Arabia? Of course, I'll be doing plenty of videos in Saudi Arabia, so yeah, going in December. My birthday is actually when I'm in Saudi as well, so I'm looking forward to that. Get yourself back to Blue Flame, see the dogs. There, your dogs. That was quite funny when the dog was just chilling in the seats. I'll be back when the January window's open, so the dogs are still around there. Obviously, I'll check them out. Blackburn smashed West Ham. Fair enough. I mean, tonight there's just so many mad teams that are out, so I'm really looking forward to the draw. I think it's going to be quite exciting. It's still showing the high, so I mean, Sky Sports are generally just having a laugh, really. So any minute now, it'll be a couple minutes or so. What's his best stadium been so apart from the two? I like the Emirates. I think Arsenal Stadium's really nice. I like going to the Emirates. Tottenham's new ground's amazing. Tottenham's new stadium's really, really good. What else do I like? Obviously, City's ground's always good, but we get beat 5-0 every time, so I'm not particularly a big fan of that one for that reason. But the stadium-wise, it's an amazing stadium. I think Liverpool's a bit outdated. Obviously, they've got quite a lot of expansions going on at the minute. Man U, I'm not particularly a fan of Old Trafford. I think that one's aging quite a bit now. Chelsea's all right. Should be a bit bigger for a team like Chelsea, but it's a decent ground. I think Fulham's surprisingly a good ground. I know a lot of people have sort of mixed opinions, but I really like Fulham's sort of aesthetics of the ground. It's quite old-fashioned. I like it quite a lot. So yeah, that's kind of what I do like. So it's one of them ones really. But I get through your comments now as always. But I need in the chat again. Hello, Will. You know, do I need to check that's the real Will, because I think someone once tried to pretend to be a fake one. That's the real Will. Hello there. But I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well. I think it is the real one there. Hello. Anyway, draws for the next couple minutes now. Just do not give us Manchester City. Please, please, please don't do it. Just I swear down, it's Man City. I'm going to flip my lid. But yeah, the draw's literally in the next couple of minutes. We're going to get this on, and we're going to be partying hard. It was Southampton away again. We'll be back at the boat, but it just depends what team it is. So anyway, guys, put down your predictions in the chat. Who is Newcastle going to draw within the next couple of minutes? Who are we going to get? I don't know what I want, to be honest. Just as I said before, anyone but Manchester City. But I don't know what I actually want, to be honest. So yeah, let's put in the score predictions. Or the score predictions, sorry, the actual predictions of teams. Well, we've got Girona versus Newcastle, please. It's in the chat. It's draw time. Yes, next draw time. So it's going to go to an advert break now. We get back in a couple minutes, then it's the draw. So we'll get through a couple more ads, of course. Sky Sports got to make a few more digits before we start. So we've got Newcastle versus Charlton, Man U versus Liverpool, and City versus Newcastle. Christ, I hope we don't get City. Why is there so many City? I assume these are people that obviously aren't Newcastle fans. But so it's not Forest at home. Newcastle versus Blackburn at home. Obviously, for example, for me, with the home games, with Newcastle, I haven't said this directly, but I have implied that for content creators will pretty much allow the media passes again. So obviously, that'd be quite great at home game. Get to see Eddie Howe again. So that was brilliant yesterday. But for me, I think I prefer the away games. I want to get the grounds ticked off like the overnight stay vlog. So I mean, we'll see what happens. I think I prefer the away games, but I'm not too fussed, to be honest. A lot of people really want Blackburn. I had a lot of Blackburns in the chat. Fair enough. Obviously, Newcastle, Blackburn got a little bit of history of Alan Shearer, but overall, it's a team that I haven't interacted with too much. You got any bars for the Chelsea? I mean, won the bars, or that's always a good one. Always get me little vlogs into there. To a Blackburn, Lincoln away, Southampton away, and I may get a ticket. Fair enough. Obviously, Southampton. That's an hour, 5.5 hours down the train. Back in the yacht again. I mean, the yacht be a good laugh, but honestly, it's very stressful when it's happening. It's just so long, just dragged on and on and on. So yeah, we'll see what happens to that one. What's this? The Alan Shearer derby. It's Alan Shearer derby. Right about that. I think City away. Adam, I don't know. Well, you're right. But Southampton at home. No, fair enough. Top Shagger. Thank you for that, Noah. So I currently got about 2,400 in the chat. Is very nice. So one final time before the draws on, the adverts are coming to a climax now. If you're new around here, make sure to get down there, hit that subscribe button there. For the next Carabao Cup game for Newcastle, of course, there will be a vlog for that. I'm excited. Oh, it's getting nervy now. I'm getting excited now. It's hitting that sort of stage where if it's Man City, I won't sleep well tonight. I actually will be pissed. So please don't give us Man City. It's starting to tick me off now. I just want to see them out of the draw just to make sure we can't get them. He knows. But only he knows. But yeah, obviously, listen. You guys can blame Mark Gillespie. I've never claimed I'm a top shagger. That's Mark Gillespie's fault. I mean, he claimed that in Austria. I haven't heard the end of it, to be honest. So, I mean, business-wise, I would say it's benefited me, but obviously, Mark Gillespie, I mean, cheers. I just haven't heard the end of that one, to be honest. Adam, stop saying City. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm getting a bit nervous. Is this true, man? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would say it's true. You know, you're not wrong at all, but yeah, it's a bit of a reputation now. I've got a few, for example, like the women's team, like a few of the players might be sort of intimidated by it. So I hope that's not one of those sort of ones where it might sort of damage your reputation, but. Yeah, I think most people know the origin, obviously, the Gillespie quote. I mean, cheers, Mark. Please journal away to Man U or Liverpool. Fair enough, we're Newcastle, Man City. I mean, fair enough for obviously fair enough for Jonah. Was it fake one? Yeah, I know someone's gonna mug me off. I know it's straight away. I can't tell because it doesn't tell me the ticks in StreamYard, so I've got to like back out and it's a nightmare. It's too many knees. Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's a bit shy. I can't check and stream. I've got like back out essentially. I knew there'd be someone trying to mug me off. I didn't PG out misses. Unfortunately, I don't. You know, the problem with me being is that there's too many. So if I accept one, I'm disappointed like thousands of hours. So for me personally, I've decided not to because you know I kind of got to sacrifice myself to please the majority. I either do all of them or none of them. So it's kind of one of them ones really. So you know, there's only so much I can do. But, no, I don't answer your question. Drawn now. No, it's still Man U highlights. It just came back now. It's showing McTominay's goal for about the 50th time. I get it, man. McTominay scored. I don't know where he scored, man. Stop showing it. It's honestly, Sky Sports are just taking all the money. There's so much money here. It's crazy. But it's starting. It's about to start. Yeah, it's still showing Scott McTominay. If I see Scott McTominay's face one more time, I'm gonna get annoyed. I'm sick of seeing Scott bloody McTominay. But okay, we've got the pundits on now. It should be any second now. It should be any second. This is thank you for the £2 donation, Josh. But anyway, the draw's about to start. I see the balls. Guys, 60-second countdown now. Get ready. We're ready for this. Come on. I'm ready for this one. Come on. The balls of God. Be nice to us. But it's good. We've got this one. So the ball numbers now: Bournemouth 1, Blackburn's 2, Brighton is 3, Burnley's 4, Charlton is 5, Gillingham 6, Leicester 7, Lincoln 8, Liverpool 9, Manchester City 10, MK Dons 11, Newcastle 12, Nottingham Forest 13, Southampton 14, Wolves 15, and Manchester United 16. That's all the numbers. Now remember, your ball number will be all right. So Newcastle is 12. That's what I need to remember. Okay. I'm excited. This is what I've been waiting for. 2 hours, 30 minutes. The build-up has arrived now. The pinnacle is here. Final predictions, guys. Who do you want to get in the draw? Last chance. And the draw is going to commence now. Number 12. Come on, Newcastle. Oh, I'm excited. Oh, I love the coffee. I love it. It's just still talking, please. I think Schmeichel was about to put his hand in. I see his hand moving. He's going to put it in. Okay, the hand's in. The hand is in. Schmeichel was moving the balls around. Look at him. He's spinning the balls around. He has drawn out number 15. Wolves is at home. Wolves is playing number 6. Wolves versus June. That's a good away day for June, actually. Fair enough, June fans. That's a decent one to go to. Obviously, awareness the best of Wolves, but obviously, that's a Premier League team also. That's pretty decent for June. Second lot's coming out now. Number 14, Southampton. Is it going to be Southampton for Newcastle, or are we going to be on our boat journey? It is number 8, Southampton versus Lincoln. Again, that's a pretty good one for Lincoln, I would say. So, yeah, I think the lower league side have had decent draws so far. Southampton has got Lincoln. Number 2, Blackburn. I want Blackburn. I wouldn't mind Blackburn, actually, so let's see Newcastle get this one. Oh, 13. I thought it was 12. Bollocks. Blackburn's got Nottingham Forest, so that one's a bit of a dead game. Obviously, I know Forest has got promoted, but still, those two play each other quite a lot. So that one's probably not my favourite game, to be honest. I thought it was 12 there. Sugar. Number 12, Newcastle has a home game. Newcastle are at home. It could be good, depending on who it is. However, there's still 3 major teams left in. Come on, be a decent tie. Who is it? Number 1, who is that? Bournemouth. That's not bad. That's not bad. Okay, Newcastle's got Bournemouth. That's not actually a bad game. You know what? I'll take that. Obviously, not the easiest one, but not a bad one. Yeah, I think that's all right. Obviously, both Manchester and Liverpool are still in. Manchester City's at home. This is where it could get interesting. Give the Man U, make it very hard for them. Manchester City have Liverpool. Ooh, Man City, Liverpool. That's a tasty one. That one. Will Jurgen Klopp play a top squad in that one? You would probably think so. There it is. That's the draw we want. City's got Liverpool. Very good. Whew. That's a very good Carabao Cup game there. So we have, I think it's 3 more games now. Number 16 is up next. So we have got Manchester United. They're at home once again. Of course, just beating Aston Villa 4-2 tonight. Manchester City have drawn number 4, which is Burnley. Burnley. That's a good one for Burnley. Obviously, Burnley have a very good record at Old Trafford, so that's quite a good away day for Burnley, to be fair. And obviously for Man U, they'll be pleased with that one, I swear you would think. So yeah, I think both teams will probably like that one. Yeah, that one's a decent tie, to be fair. I actually don't mind that one. So number 11 now. MK Dons. This could be a good one for MK Dons. I'm trying to think who's still left in. I can't remember who's left in anymore, but probably got a decent tie here. MK Dons have got Leicester. Good tie of MK Dons. They're a nice Premier League team for them. Leicester fans been rubbing their fingers at that one. That's probably the easiest draw you would say for a Premier League team to get. So Newcastle have got Bournemouth at home, by the way, if any Newcastle fans joining. Last game now, so there's only 2 balls left. I can't remember what team is awesome. I tell them as they come out. Charlton at home, so they have got 2 hours left in. Last but not least, we have got number 3, Brighton. That's a good one for Charlton as well. Do the class that was a derby? I know the class Palace is a derby for some reason, but is Charlton a derby for Brighton? I don't even know. So yeah, I tell you the games to come back out now. Man City, Liverpool's the biggest one though, by far. Huge game there. Every team is going to be buzzing about that one, trying to get one of the 2 big boys out. So that's good. I think Man U, Burnley's a good one as well, because Burnley's a team that could legit get Man U out. Newcastle, obviously, I'm a Newcastle fan, getting Bournemouth at home's a nice one. Well, who else was there? A lot of the League One sides got some very good Premier League away games. Wolves and Southampton, a couple of the League One Championship sides got decent ones then. But once the games come back on, I tell them again, but I completely forgot about them. So yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, I'm very pleased tonight. I'm a happy man. I think I'm very satisfied for a draw. So yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. Stream-wise, like just under 40,000, which is very, very good. Thank you. I'm going to be eating well tonight, to say the least. But I see you, so I appreciate it. we'll start about another 20 minutes or so. We'll kind of reflect what's happened. But that's the draw over. All the teams have been drawn out. So let me know down below your thoughts on it. Liverpool's got Man City away for someone I just asked there. So unlucky, pal. Both are home spotted though. Yeah, I'm happy with that one. For example, for me as well. So the games again. Wolves has got Gillingham. Southampton has Lincoln. Blackburn has Nottingham Forest. Newcastle has Bournemouth. Manchester City has Liverpool. Manchester United has Burnley. MK Dons has Leicester. Charlton has Brighton. That's the 8 games there. I will repeat one more time. Wolves against Gillingham. Southampton against Lincoln. Blackburn against Forest. Newcastle against Bournemouth. Man City against Liverpool. United against Burnley. MK Dons against Leicester. And Charlton against Brighton. So somebody can put that in the chat. I'll pin the comment for you so you can remember it. But those are the 8 games there. Some good ties, to be fair. Some quite good ones in there. What's this? I see the balls, yeah. I did see the balls there. My schmike was rubbing them around. I did see that indeed. But I'm a happy man. We didn't get Man City, so I sleep well tonight. I sleep well knowing that we've got an okay Premier League side. One that we probably should be beating at home. But of course, we had quite a tricky time against Palace. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves, really. Yum, that'll do me, though. No, so our friendlies on the 19th. The cup game's about the 21st or 22nd, round about then. So it's more or less next to the friendly, but it isn't the friendly, really. Yeah, I appreciate that, pal. Thank you. Obviously, for Newcastle fan, I want Liverpool and City out, so I want these two to really go for each other. So, obviously, for me, I'm happy back and I completely understand you being livid about that. That is literally the worst draw for you. Petition to give Adam P or the True Geordie subs. I mean, listen, I'm not going to get to that anymore. I think it's his fault. That's all I'm going to say. I think he's let himself down. Obviously, he's definitely taken one up the arse now. Wolves versus Gillingham. Yeah, Gillingham fans should be very happy at that. A nice Premier League tie for. I'm not a fan of Wolves the way, to be honest. I think the win is really weird at Wolves how it kind of stretches across the full stand. But I mean, for Gillingham, you can't complain, can you? That's a nice little tie for you. Just before Christmas, go out and enjoy yourselves and enjoy Christmas. So, yeah, all around. It's not too far of a Gillingham as well, is it? It's not too far of a drive or a coach journey. So, I mean, you can be happy at that one. That's the right one for Gillingham. As for me, though, a bit of a mental draw. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that one. But I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I was stay on. I've been on for 2 hours 41 now, so I'm going to stay for about 3 hours and we'll go off. And I think that's pretty makes a lot of sense, really. Good energy, Adam, off for an early bath. I appreciate it, Simon. Enjoy your bath and just know when you go to bed tonight that Newcastle have got a decent draw. Very happy with our game. All right, of course. This is long Man City versus Liverpool's going to be intense. Yeah, I think Klopp will. You think he'll send the beers? I think Klopp will. We'll probably look at that one potentially go for. Because let's think about it. Let's say Liverpool beat City, then they're probably going to win the trophy at that point. Because once you get City out, you have the momentum in your favour, and obviously you're be out for blood really at that point. So what's this? So I actually had the real Villanade and I've had the fake one as well. So no worries. Obviously, I know Villanade does interact with me quite a bit, but I can't tell sometimes because I can't see the tick on StreamYard for some reason. It's really dumb. But he is really sound well. Off to Wembley, I would say so. Look, by the way, guys, look at who he's got in his profile picture. Look, who's that remind you of? Reminds you of me, that really handsome guy next to Ty. I mean, it's very nice looking as well, but yeah, I think the guy next to you is the real alpha male there. So, good picture, man. Good picture. Is it home or away? Who are you, Charlton? I can't actually remember. Could somebody put? Oh, yeah, someone has put them in there, so I can. I'm going to quickly go on my YouTube and pin this here, but I will pin the draw for you once I find it. So I've seen somebody actually put the draw on before, but I've got to find the bloody comments. 1 sec, sorry. So anyone can anyone copy and paste the draw on, by the way? I will pin it straight away just to help people out. This is Adam P for Prime Minister I've just seen there, Jesus. Apologies I missed your comment, by the way. I know a lot of people are starting to pop out now from the live stream, but there's still like about 800 years here, so there's still a bloody lot of years. Right, there we go. Thank you. I say it there. Oh, we think he's moving. There we go. Pin message. Thank you, Zach. I pinned your message there. So that's the draw there. See the guy asking. So the next round games before Christmas Day. So that's the first game after the World Cup for everyone. So that's before Christmas Day. It's about the 21st, 22nd. That's when the games will be. So it's literally the first game back for Newcastle. So yeah, quite literally just over a month away, about 5 weeks or so. So I've got an exciting one coming up. I'm looking forward to it. Tasty, very tasty. 19th of December, here we go. Now, when Newcastle have a friendly game on 19th of December, so we've got to either have that game moved. I don't know how that one's going to work because Newcastle have a game scheduled on 19th of December, so I don't know how that one's going to work. You're buzzing with it? I wouldn't say I'm buzzing with it. I think Bournemouth can be a decent side. They've had a fairly decent season. If you ask me, everyone put them 20th, and obviously they're not 20th, so it's fair to say they've had a good season so far. It's not the worst draw in the world, but I probably would prefer a team that's not in the Premier League. But I would still fancy Newcastle to go through against them. Obviously, against Palace yesterday, we were pretty crap. But what I would say, Bournemouth are pretty slightly less than Palace. So I still fancy us to win. I would fancy us to win. I didn't pay on the road to Wembley. Never thought to see the day dreams do come true. Thank you very much. But this is our problem as well with the likes of Bournemouth because Newcastle have about pretty much 6 or 7 players in the World Cup squad, whereas Bournemouth won't have as many. So that could potentially go in Bournemouth's favour. So there's a lot of different factors how to look at, but ultimately, I'm happy. I'm a happy man. I think Newcastle have got a good one tonight. I think I've got a good one tonight. So yum, that would do me. So anyway, back on topic now, though. So straight to Wembley, I wish I think Richie to Bournemouth. I don't think so. Bring Bournemouth to Richie as an Andy Carroll classic word there. The friendly's on the 17. You sure? I swear the friendly's on 19. I guess is that my bad then. Okay, fair enough. My bad. I reckon 21st of the cup game 4 days after friendly. Alright, my bad then. I got it wrong. Okay, Adam P was wrong. My bad. Poor for me. But yeah. Very tasty. For Newcastle, I got a good one there. So we'll go for 15 more minutes. Ask any questions you want. We'll get through them all, and then we kind of quit afterwards. Yeah, I'm in a good mood now. I'm just glad we went through yesterday because we were very close to going out. So that's the thing about these sort of cups, though. You know, you go out like that, chances are you're in that sort of luck where you could go further. I think Eddie was saying the cherries off it easy. Yes, it's Eddie House for a prove as well, so that'd be again a bit of a sort of mental bridge for him. But coming from Eddie Howe, we're not taking any sort of bias against them. I'm sure you'll go out there and make sure we get the win. Better to play a Premiership side to show how far too. I mean, yeah, that's somewhat too. I guess in the bogey lower league sides as well. But personally for me, I always like a bit of sort of drama. I like these random teams sometimes. I don't even reckon the Bournemouth game will be late kick-off. Well, I don't think Bournemouth will be a live game. Obviously, Man City Liverpool is going to be live. No doubt about that one. I've done a lot of the League One sides as well. I don't think Newcastle won't be live. So, every game's going to be a late kickoff because it's all going to be during the week. So every single one's going to be a late one. So obviously, for Bournemouth fans coming up, you're going to have to stay over Newcastle. That's pretty harsh on Bournemouth, to be fair, coming up for that game. But yeah, it's obviously going to be a late night game. It can't be during the day, really. So yeah, for Bournemouth fans, that's quite tough. Actually, I didn't think about that, but. Yeah, I don't think this game will be live. I'm hoping it's the game before the live stream. Obviously, something come back out again and kind of talk through the next draw. But very tough for Bournemouth fans coming up. Yeah, very true. That's like a 6-hour trip in the train for Bournemouth fans. That's right, 800-mile round trip as well. Yeah, ouch. That's what I'm saying about that one. Damn Daniel. So it's not ideal, but listen, Bournemouth fans, we'll see whose nerve is greater. Well, I get through the comments in a second. Let's see how many subscribers I've got, by the way. Anyone is new, make sure I hit that subscribe button. Been a very good stream tonight. We've been very happy with how things have been, so cheers. One second. So I'm going for about 10 more minutes, and then we'll wrap things up. Yum. Newcastle's got a good one. So about 150 subscribers in the stream or something. That's been really good, so thank you very much. Very happy with that. Just under 40,000 people watched the stream in total, so again, a very successful stream there. Adam, can you shout out Mark Heaton, please? Mark Heaton. That's a troll name, is it? No, hello, Mark, you right? This is Ben Newcastle. What are you on about there? I don't know what you're on about there. Hello, Adam P from Scotland. Right, Archie, did I? Hope June do well. Good to see lower league teams do well. Of course, you always want to see our teams do well, but ultimately, I think most of those teams are pretty good to go out now. There wasn't really any of those sort of teams that are drawing each other. All of the Championship League One teams have been getting the Premier League teams, with the exception of one. Well, there wasn't even one actually, because it was Nottingham Forest who are Premier League teams. So every Championship League One team's drawing a Premier team. So pretty much all we would expect to go out unless there's like a couple of upsets in there. Maybe you scored a win at Wembley. Imagine that. Christ. There's only so much I can say if that happens. My God, I can't fathom into words how mental that would be. I didn't give us a chant. I don't know what chant do you want? What chant do you want to hear, Jack? Christ, imagine Aaron once scored the winner in the Carabao Cup fire. That would be the stuff of dreams. Be very, very, very good. And we're popping back on Twitter quickly. Apologies by that, I can't get your comments up. My laptop is, my computer, sorry, is running like complete arse tonight. It's just shite. Just a lot to get City again. Yeah, tough one for Liverpool. You probably wish you probably went out to Blackburn last night now. Obviously, City's going to be a massive game for Liverpool's resources. I mean, theoretically, you want Liverpool to feel a bunch of kids and just accept the loss. But what would Klopp do? The thing is, to be fair, Liverpool's feel if you beat City, you probably win the Carabao Cup. So very big for Liverpool. You want to win silverware this season, but of course, in the league, it's been quite on and off for Liverpool. It's not been great for them. In the Champions League as well, it's not quite what Liverpool would want, but it just depends really. It's still a long way to go, but obviously the league's gone now. The league's gone for Liverpool, so they've got to focus on top four. And obviously, in this case, getting City is just the worst case scenario for you. Obviously, if Man City go out to Liverpool, then it will be more likely that Klopp will feel that we can say mean that your teams have a chance. But I mean, you would fancy one of those two to win the full thing. People claiming Schmeichel rigged the vote after asking what Man U were. Really? I mean, what do you think they warmed the balls? I mean, how would you know though? I'm pretty sure you wouldn't warm the balls about anything. It's always these sort of Carabao Cup conspiracies with the ball numbers. Well, it's adding great to see you guys getting some recognition for all your hard work from the tune. Yeah, it was great yesterday being invited down from Newcastle with the Carabao Cup game. That was amazing. So I like that quite a lot. If you get into Europe, what stadium we most like to visit? It depends what European stage will be. For any of the Milan stadiums, I like the Serie A stadiums, especially. I like the Italian grounds. I think the Ligue 1 grounds. So just any major ground from the top 5 nations. Obviously, we can't class England as one, but you have 4 nations, so any of those ones, any of those grounds really. But those are really the sort of ones I want to go to the most. Is these well-known European sides get us to some of those. Obviously, I went to Benfica pre-season. That was amazing, Benfica. So those sort of ones would be great. Lovely guys. See you soon. Thank you, Fabio. Take care. Favourite 3 Max players right now, Adam. Well, obviously, St. Max is my favourite because I've interacted so much. He obviously follows me on Twitter, and I mean, what do I say? I collaborate with him, which is amazing. So he's obviously naturally my favourite as a biased point of view. Bruno is exceptional. Trippier as well. So those 3 straight, just those 3 are my favourite. Not even a consideration. It's those 3. Good mate. Good work, mate, from Australia. Thank you, pal. Appreciate that. Fabulous draw for the 2 stars aligning our dreams. Yes, they are. Yes, they certainly are. I'm very, very happy with that one. So we'll see how things go. This is up to JB's. JB's. If you mugged me off there, I don't know if you mugged me off there. If you haven't, well, I've got a feeling he's done me dirty there. And he played at a company, Castle, who would it be? Well, Madison's a big one. Madison is a big one. He's one to definitely keep an eye on. I had a massive fan, Taylor Duke. I'm getting a bit nervous in these names now. I can't tell if people mug me up or not. Hello, Taylor. You are. Would you be happy if Madison was the only sign in January? No, definitely not. Now, this is Newcastle's best chance of getting a very high prediction. Next season will be hard because you expect Liverpool to get the takeover. You expect a lot more of the teams around us to invest heavily as well. So it's really important for Newcastle to get it done now. I think top 8 is more or less guaranteed. We can't bottle top 8, surely. So we've surely got any form of European football. Obviously, top 6 is very good. Getting top 6, I think, is Newcastle's priority. Obviously, it's more commercial revenue for us. It's better for us getting sponsorships in. It's more attractable for players coming in. It's Newcastle's priority. It has to be a top 6, really, if you want to get the best possible players in. Obviously, top 4, I think, is unrealistic. I don't think we're going to get top 4, despite the fact that we are obviously currently 3rd. I don't think it's going to happen. Get Adam P on the phone. I got to be in the plane. I wish. I'm not going to Qatar. It's too expensive Qatar. It's going to cost me about £5,000. I'm not doing it. I'm going to Saudi, of course, for Newcastle's game, but I'm not in any condition doing Qatar. It's not happening. It's too expensive. This is not happening. Favourite metro station? That's a bit of a random one. I don't know, actually. I've really got a favourite metro station, to be honest. I don't know, to be honest. I think the Time one's cool, actually. Time's kind of like, I don't have to explain, it's kind of like a little glass sort of old station. It's cool. I like Time. Time is quite a historic station. That one's quite a cool one, to be fair. Do you think the World Cup was slow, the teams formed out? I personally don't think it will. I know a lot of Newcastle fans be kind of like, oh, why is it now? Why is it now? But let's face it, at some point Newcastle's going to lose a game. Then I think at that point it's going to start to have a little bit of a negative effect on us. Whereas I think the World Cup's just that nice break for us. We won't have the break, so you forget. Anyhow, we're still getting pre-season games on. This Carabao Cup game is still on during our little break. So it's still not sort of a break at all. It's not really. So personally, for me, I don't think it's an issue. I don't think it is. Yes, I will be at that Leeds game. Now, unfortunately, Sophia, and pretty much on the club now, I'm not. So, now, unfortunately, Sophia, pretty much the club's asked me not to record any of the match highlights, essentially. So, I pretty much can't record any of the games, which is obviously not ideal, but I can't do that. The club's asked me not to. My hands are tied. I can't do that. So. Unfortunately, I can't record the games. I still will go to all the games. I just unfortunately can't record the content of the match itself, which, I mean, it just is what it is, unfortunately. I can't get tickets on a lot. I get so many people ask me for tickets. Obviously, the demand for tickets is very high now. Everyone's excited. Everyone loves the team. I can't do it. I can get my ticket and that's it. I can't get any more tickets. So, apologies for disappointing people, but I'm not the box office. I kind of just get around and get everyone tickets. Votman versus Van Dick. I mean, all right. But anyway, guys, 4 minutes left. I'm going to wrap it up in 4 minutes. We'll finish off at 11 o'clock. I've been on for 3 hours, so we'll finish off at the 3-hour mark. Any more questions, get them down below. We're going to wrap things up. Been a very good stream. I've been very happy with Newcastle's draw. And ultimately, I think the Carabao Cup draw tonight has been good. Obviously, City-Liverpool is the key one. Very, very big one. So, for me, I've been very happy with it. So yeah, put them down below your thoughts. I think Newcastle fans very happy with it. Yeah, everyone's happy with it. Cheers, be well. Appreciate it, Sanzai back. Thank you. Predictions for England. It's tough for England because they've been so bad going at this tournament. Having won at all the nations, they've been utter garbage. I still fancy them to do I. I'm not even joking. It depends who we get early in the knockout stages, but I just think in the knockout stages, England just had that bit of momentum, we just had that bit of confidence. Obviously, form-wise, we're not expected to get past the last 8. I'm hoping we can get in our semi-final, but I don't think I have a chance of reaching the final, to be honest. I think we're not good enough this year. I'm hoping we can get in our semi-final. Depends who we get. I hope we give it a good go. It's tough, but I'll be excited for it. I can't wait for it. There'll be plenty of England videos and Newcastle going on at the same time, so it's gonna be a weird few weeks, but yeah, England and Newcastle won at the same time as each other, which is gonna be exciting. Oh, the cat's back again. Come back. Come to me, girl. Come to me, girl. Come on. Can I tame the cat? Yeah, watch this. Come on. Jump. Here you go. Oh, it's gonna chill there. All right. Oh, hello. Sorry about that. Would you rather have it's like a back of Botman in attack? It's quite an interesting one. Probably Botman in attack. Big Sven. I'll go on Big Sven. Golden boot for the World Cup. Oh, that's interesting. Actually, you fancy Kate to give a good go again? I don't think Messi or Ronaldo wins. I know Ronaldo won at the Euros, if I remember correctly, but he just step padded really in the group stage. I don't think he's going to do it again. I think Ronaldo's going to be. I don't see him do it. I think Kate actually has a decent chance of getting the Golden boot again. Back-to-back World Cups to see if we can do it. Miggy or Bruno, has to be Bruno. Miggy's form has been exceptional. Bruno's just such a better player. Aye. Most controversial football opinion. Oh, that's interesting there. I don't know. I don't know because you can kind of say anything, can't you? There's not really any sort of. I don't know, actually. That's an interesting one, that one. I couldn't really give you a straight answer. That's kind of one we need to think about it. Oof. I don't know, actually. I actually don't know, pal. Adam. When is the Mbappe journey? Because, soon, at the minute, I've been giving Mbappe a few calls, but, I mean, yeah, I mean, we need to continue playing Wilson, Chris Wood. Mbappe can wait, But St. Max or Willock, it has to be St. Max. I do like Willock a lot. Willock fits the team really well, but I love St. Max, I really do. I'm happy with both home. It's a good tie. I don't think he should be sold. I think Elliot Anderson should be loaned out. There doesn't seem to be any space for him in a minute. I think it's important to loan him out now, give him the experience he needs, because he just doesn't seem to be good enough to hit our squad. So loan him out again and then build him up. I think he needs to be built up. But I think Elliot Anderson's a waste on our bench. I think he needs game time somewhere. He needs to build his resume and make sure he can play well for another team. That's what I would personally do. As for players need to be sold. Yeah, like so Richie. There's still sort of ones I don't play anymore. There's those ones I don't play at all. Dubravka, I think, needs to be sold. Oh, hello. Dubravka needs to be sold. So those sort of ones really. So I've hit the 3-hour mark now. We're going to wrap things up in the next minute or so. So anyway, guys, I appreciate watching. It's been a great stream tonight. We've had just under pretty much 40,000 people watching in total, which has been very, very good. So cheers for that. Really do appreciate your support, plenty of donations as well, and a lot of support in general on the channel. So I appreciate that. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. But yeah, everyone enjoy yourself. It's been a great night for the Carabao Cup. Plenty of nice draws in there. Obviously, commiserations to Liverpool, but I'm happy with my draw. I came here for Newcastle's draw. I'm coming out. I'm going to sleep tonight, knowing when I wake up, it's a pretty decent draw. So, Bournemouth at home doesn't mean I spend much money at all. So it means I have quite a light night, and it's good. You don't mind me now. I'm going to stroke the cat. The cat's waiting for a stroke, I think. So, anyway, guys, take care. Enjoy yourselves. Thank you for watching the stream, and I will see you all in the next one. Good night.